I mean, do you have a picture of him? So just you right. So just put a grumble on the table for Zelo. If he pops in, just put the PNG up there. Shut up, phone. I'm ready to moderate on the channel. I feel a disturbance in the UwU.
Looking for the
Yeah.
best music for your videos?
Yeah, it just started.
Then you should check out Artlist.
Copy pasta.
Podcast room.
I love how we're just still in the not live VC. Nova says she's coming.
Want to just switch over to live VC?
Sure.
Nixie. Where is Nixie?
You want to know what's funny? One of our rival companies went live at the same time as we did. He's a cool guy. Merriweather.
Oh. Honestly, I wouldn't consider him a rival.
He's
in a sense.
Like, he's technically a rival because he owns the company,
more of an art
but
company.
at the same time, he's pretty chill.
Yeah, but he's more of like an art company too, though.
Well, yes, he does art, but he also like helps.
Merriweather, if you want to make any fun stuff for us for free, and I'll promote myself, I'll do whatever you want, bro.
Anything?
You need me to shake ass, I'll shake ass. I don't care.
I think Draco meant it. I think Draco meant it.
If I have to make it clap just to get you to agree, fuck it. I'll fucking learn.
Starting off strong, aren't we?
Damn.
I have nothing else to offer.
It's been 2 minutes into the podcast, and immediately I'll shake some ass. That's going. We need like a solid booklet of all of the.
I need someone to clip that first. That's something that could be clipped.
Hold on, I got you right now. Clipping. Let's see how far back I could go.
Alright, if Des got it, then I will not clip it. Draco out here shaking ass. Shaking ass for investors.
Yeah, if it gets us some promotion, especially from someone as cool and as well established as Merriweather, then if I gotta shake the ass, I gotta shake the ass.
I'm not complaining.
I'll tap into my inner Stan Smith from American Dad. That motherfucker shakes ass on there, and you sit there having to admit someone got paid to animate this man shaking ass. Oh yeah, Nixie, did I mention how Doki Bird's... I think I already mentioned it. No, I think I mentioned it to Des. But how Doki Bird's gonna actually be in the same tournament?
Yeah, you mentioned it earlier when we were playing. We were practicing.
Cool.
I just saw the... Grand Cup. I just saw the tweet saying she's looking for VTuber tank mains.
Yeah, but they gotta be diamond.
Yeah.
Would I have been a dickhead if I was like, I could ditch the team? But I was like, I saw the word diamond, I'm like, I didn't play enough. I didn't fall into this trap early enough. Nor do I have the skills to ever sniff diamond.
Posted it in our HQ. From when I mentioned his name up until you mentioned shaking that booty, I'm like, I think he meant it.
Des, have you ever watched American Dad?
I did. I think I'm like all caught up on it currently.
You remember all the time Stan Smith shook ass?
Yeah.
That's how far I'll go.
But question. Would you do what he was willing to do for Steve?
Like that level of shaking ass?
Uh...
Or if I got into a situation where I had to help a homie, and that's the tools I had at my disposal.
You know, Des is quiet. Marco! Awo! Aro!
Volume's at 90.
Put me at 100. Remember when remember when Steve was going to prom and he couldn't get a date? So then the dad pretended to be the date, and
yeah, he got the cyborg or whatever.
And he was shaking that ass and twerking it, and he throwing it back and all that. And at the end of the night, he was willing to do one more thing.
Yeah, I know.
Hi, Nova.
Hi.
Welcome in, Nova.
Nova, we're talking about shaking ass right now.
Cool.
Shake,
To be expected.
Draco, shake your ass just fine. Shake.
Mind you, this is coming from the dude who said that he don't got a booty.
I don't. I gotta make it work somehow.
I was gonna ask then, how are you gonna make it clap?
We add a sound effect if he asks just for a video.
A sound effect. You don't go cheap on the man. Although you got thighs. Thighs will clap in
Clap?
Yeah, thighs will clap. If he throws it back hard
not
enough,
an
a thigh
ass.
will
Wait.
clap.
Hold on. Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
What's up?
How you gonna have thighs and not an ass?
It's a kind of weird combination.
I ain't never seen it before. This is turning my brain thinking about it.
Now you gotta send an ass pic. You see what you did, Draco? You hurt brains.
Yeah, I get that. I used to give those away a little too freely.
All right, I'm adding that to my my charity goal. If we go over my goal of $500, Draco has to send an ass pic.
Yes, Draco. It's for a good cause.
It's for charity, Draco. It's for charity.
Do you want the R2D2 thigh highs on?
Yeah, of course. All right, I'm adding it. Just so we're all clear, so we can all see.
I'll clip this moment.
I'm going to Tiltify.
Hold on, I'm gonna restart my model because camera wasn't plugged out. So camera was not plugged in, so it didn't process the me of moving. Dixie, why are you streaming?
So we can all see. I'm gonna add it in.
Oh, in 4K. Okay, gotcha. Heard.
Why are there random X bars over Nixie and Zilo's chair?
I don't know.
Huh?
There's like on my screen. There's a bar going. Oh, there it is.
I know. Give me a second. I gotta fix it because I had to. Like I said, I had to fix my model. Did I pause the stream? What's happening? Too much is going on.
There you
on my
go.
computer. My computer's about to shit itself. Let me stop watching this stream. I believe you, Nixie. I have faith.
Oh my god.
Oh, I think I broke it.
We go $501 raised.
501.
Well, 500 is my goal. It's in there. I can't take it out.
Oh,
It's
Nova,
in there now.
It's in there now.
Zilo computer decided it wanted to take a good old nap because it finally decided to quit on him, so he might have to pay us today, but he might be able to join our phone. We'll find out after these.
Yeah, I saw. I was just checking in with Zilo.
Gotcha.
Nixie, we're getting an echo from you.
From me?
I mean, no, not Nixie,
me.
Nova.
An echo?
Yes, I'm getting one at least. That or do I have a tab open with the stream? I don't think I do.
Oh, an echo. Okay. My brain's not working today.
Hubby was watching the stream, so the echo may have come from me. I had muted for a second.
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay.
It was coming from me. I forgot to mute the video.
Okay.
There we go.
Check.
All right.
Check. Sonora.
So, hello everyone. Welcome back to UwU Jump. We are back on track with our bullshit. Last week we had to switch it up because, honestly, we started off on like a really off foot, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I apologize.
Like it was all of us. Even I looked at the time. I'm like, fuck, it's almost 4. So, it's been a week for that one, and it turned into like our ADHD episode of we either get asked something or we just let our thoughts out into the world with no filter.
I was just away in dreamland for most of the podcast.
Came in the second half. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Be like, you're good. We're we're vibing. We're chilling. Come in. The water's fine.
In
Yeah,
my
at one point we
defense,
gave.
Draco and Zelo both have my cell phone number. They could have called.
I could have. I should have. But
It's okay.
I was also out of it. I wasn't locked in for that Saturday.
I was honk shoeing. My priorities were set.
Sure.
Yeah, you know, like when some people, like in cartoons, they sleep and they go honk shoo.
You know what? That makes sense.
But yeah, today we don't have Zelo, and the reason is his computer finally shit the bucket and no longer can hold it down.
Ooh, computer.
Rest in peace.
So maybe he can join us, on the phone or whatever, if he's got some time and he's not, just sitting over there.
Yeah,
Looking
sitting
at
on the
us
bench.
menacingly.
He's just sitting over on the bench. It's fine.
He might be taking a nap his damn self today.
Yeah, if you're wondering what that means, chat, yesterday we were going to all jump into Nixie's stream to play Fortnite, then to switch to Marvel Rivals. But we were all going to be there, and then I ended up not being there because I fell asleep.
Draco finally got some damn sleep.
Look, I'm not mad, alright? I'm happy Draco got sleep.
I could have slept in the chair.
No.
Bad Draco. Bad Draco.
I swear to God, we're all
Yeah.
gonna like meet up in person to like go to a con or something together as Project UwU. And the first thing that's gonna happen is Nova, Dez, and I are all gonna get in line in front of Draco and just slap him each.
Yep.
Listen, I already said the day I meet this man, he's upgraded from chancla, then to el cucharón, the big spoon, the one that you cook with, that
Oh.
big spoon, and now it's the full blown belt.
Not
Ass
the belt.
whoopings are- the belt. He's a grown man. He can handle it.
I can handle
Chat,
it.
I don't know what I did.
I can handle it.
Listen,
It's
You don't
alright.
take care of yourself. That's what you did, Draco.
Chat, back me up.
And we've tried the positive reinforcement. It did not work. You have left us with no other recourse.
You just wait till I blacked out. That's all it was.
You can't gentle parent a badass kid. Sometimes you gotta get even.
Chat, I fell asleep. I fell asleep for the first time, and for once, it was longer than, and it was a bit more effective than normal.
Good shit.
He slept for like more than 3 hours. It was kind of a miracle.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was live for almost 6, so.
I was out for like 5.
It was a good day. Probably longer, because if she was streaming for 6 and you still weren't awake, because Nunez was reporting to us how long you were sleeping. He even joined us. So the whole
I almost It was almost 12 on the dot when I woke up.
That's around the time we ended.
Well, about 6 hours.
Yeah. It was like 12:15 or
What
ish.
are you
Something
doing,
like that.
Hatfield?
When you had noticed. Well, at least 12 for me on Eastern Standard Time, so it was like 11
Yeah.
something for you. So you slept an hour later, so ha 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 ha.
Yeah, I kept going in and out of sleep too, though. I was like,
Well, we heard you in like maybe in the 3-hour mark or 2-hour mark where it sounded like you were starting to wake up, and then Nunez mentioned that you were moving and looking like you were gonna get up, and then like a match later, he turns around and you're back to sleep, and we're like, cool, he's out.
He's dead to the world.
Yeah, if
Mhm.
anything, you just missed me finding out that you are younger than your brother, not older. To which he took great offense.
do I
Okay.
just come off as like I'm the older one?
Yeah, honestly.
I don't know. The way that me and Draco fight, he gives me little brother vibes.
It makes sense now to know that you're the younger brother. But I mean, I'm also the second middle child in my family, so
Mm. I feel like I don't act like the oldest child, but I'm the oldest child.
I am the younger child. I am the youngest. I am the little sister.
Am I the only big sister, big adult?
I
one?
I have a younger sister. I just also have
That does
2
not
older
count.
sisters.
That's why
So-
you were a middle child.
Yeah, it all make sense. I'm the third of 4. I'm the one that got forgotten more often.
Oh no,
Nixie.
Nixie.
This is why this is why you're a good moderator. You're just like, wait, guys, chill. You're actually
Yeah,
really
shit.
good at
Everybody
this.
else was fighting. I'd be like, please leave me out of this.
No, that makes
Ugh.
sense. That makes sense. All right,
But yes,
Oh.
we have proven that I can sleep.
Good.
it's a
If you
good
ever wonder.
it's a good thing.
Anyway, this week on UwU Jump, we are covering the Apothecary Diary. It was my recommendation, my homework. We gave y'all an extra week to do your homework, so you really have no excuse.
Mm-hmm.
But let's get into it. Apothecary Diaries is a fantasy historical drama set in, I believe, the Ming Dynasty in China. The story follows our young protagonist, female Maomo, as she is kidnapped from her everyday life, where she is a apothecary apprentice from her adoptive grandfather, and she is brought to the imperial court, where she gets into a whole set of hijinks and shenanigans in a very murder of the week-esque, mystery of the week-esque type show. First thoughts from everybody.
I love it.
I just loved how nonchalant she was a lot of the times.
No, my best thing from is he's like glowing and this should be effective. Was not effective. She's just like, ew, get away from me. You're too pretty. You're gonna start a war with your beauty.
No, I am a sucker for like imperial court consort drama. I always have been. Like, I've only read a handful of like pulp fiction, like bodice ripper romances. Most of them are around like consort drama and like currying the favor of royalty. So I am a sucker. This is right up my alley. I love it. The only thing is I'm just so frustrated at her willful ignorance about, is it Jingxi's real identity? Pissing me off. Like, I was like, oh, she's saving him, she'll finally know. Nope. She's
No,
like, huh, I wonder why
kinda-
he was there, and then just like lets it go. Like, ma'am,
She said that's none of my business. That is
Ma'am,
none of my
make it your
above my pay
business.
grade.
He is your employer.
He's your employer.
Also, I think he thinks that she knows.
I'm fairly certain he thinks that she knows, and
She
it's
keeps making
pretty
eunuch
funny.
jokes, and he's like, always a little bit concerned about them when she makes them.
No, my concern is him taking that drink. I need him to stop taking that drink. I get it. It's resourceful, but it's gonna affect him in the long run. He needs his goodies.
I mean, his goodies will still work after he stops taking the drink.
He'll be impotent. He will be impotent.
He'll be shooting blanks, but like,
And another side effect is it might not stand back up at attention.
okay, that just sounds like longer. You know, he's gonna
They'll
last
just
longer.
have to.
That
They'll
sounds
have
like
to
it'll be
pre-make.
gummy.
Also, she knows
This is
she knows how to make aphrodisiacs. It's fine.
She sure
yeah, this is
does.
the situation.
Also, can we just mention how the quote-unquote aphrodisiac was just chocolate? It's chocolate.
Well, it's
That's all it is.
Well,
She-
chocolate
she- you
is
know,
chocolate is an aphrodisiac technically. It's
Well,
like
what just happened?
there we go.
oh, lots of things are happening.
Maru.
We gotta follow.
Yay!
Oh, it's
Thank you for
Haru.
the follow, Crimson Alice Cosplay, and thank you for the follow, Haru Luna. Welcome, welcome. Hope you enjoy. We're talking about the Apothecary Diary. If you guys want to throw in anything. Are you guys a VTuber group? Yes, we are.
Yeah.
That's why I even joined the tournament. Exposure.
Exposure. No, it was definitely not the prize money, right? Right, Draco?
No. Des, if I knew I could even get close to first place.
We are gonna get close to first place. You shut your little mouth right now, young man. There is
And
no
besides,
if. It's when.
we joined in before like the prize pool blew up anyways.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think we
so
joined the
what?
casual
I-
cup with the idea that there wasn't a prize pool for casual.
No, there was. We joined.
There
when it
was, but it,
100
like at
and-
most,
I think.
yeah, it was like $100.
Now
It was
it's
like a grand for Grand Cup and then
Yeah.
100 for casual.
Mm-hmm.
But because so many people have joined in, it's blown up. But yeah, Haru, we are a VTuber group that is started by me and one who's missing named Zelo. We were pretty much talking in a Minecraft freaking collab where I jokingly said we gotta be UwU streamers, and eventually we finally got around to making the group project UwU.
Years later.
And we are the first generation, or generation 0, wave 0, the first 5. We will eventually in the future have more waves, and we will be looking for more people to join the VTuber group.
Mm-hmm.
But right now it's just us 5.
I didn't. Yeah, I never mentioned it. I never mentioned it since we formed the team.
That's funny. I thought they knew.
No, I was just like, screw it. This is our team name. I might as well.
But we are a group of friends.
It did start as a group of friends. Let's.
Mm-hmm.
So lore wise, yes, it started with a group of friends, but if we are aiming to eventually expand and make it a bigger thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping that we get to be the ones that Goomba stomp on Niji Sanji next.
Be like, who are they? What? They are beneath us. We shall get there. Don't worry. We're gonna have our cute merch. We're gonna have
the
art. You know, one day we'll have our own anime.
My whole thing is I want to make or buy a studio,
Mhm.
fight off all these people who are holding the rights to old animes, and have them remade or finished that, or finally give
That's when
them
you
like
just buy the
the.
copyrights. Be like, listen, let me pay. Let me buy this all
Shield
for you.
21, Air Gear. Give me this, give me that. I need to finish these, and I need to remake them properly. Thank you. Goodbye.
Are you sure we should remake Air Gear?
Yes.
Remake it to the comic standards. To the comic standards, apparently. Is how
Ain't
he
any
wants
better.
it. It ain't no better.
The comic is probably worse, if anything. The
Okay, so
manga's-
then we're just gonna leave that
There's
alone.
so much
Draco.
that gets lost.
Draco.
There's so much, but Des, there's so much cool fights that happen in the second
Draco,
half.
she rips off his
Wait,
adoptive older
guys, wait a
sister's
minute.
towel to look at her cooter.
Time out. Time out. We're not here for this nonsense.
You're right.
We're here for Apothecary.
I need Hinamaru Sumo. I need to finish Hinamaru Sumo. Damn it.
I'm
I need
going to
that season
flick you
2.
in the forehead. No, but next question.
What was your favorite mystery of the first season?
Ooh. My first mystery, before I knew the prince, before I knew that he was royalty, I was like, why would they set you up here to like essentially thirst trap these girls to see if they're loyal and faithful and stuff? Why would they set you here? The math, when I tell you the gears in my head were gearing up. And then, like, it was both that and her father, who they didn't quite say out up front that that's the father, but they were just like, they're like, oh, he's a creep.
Oh,
He's a creep. And I was like, he better not try to buy her. Oh, he better not fucking buy her.
Mao's dad.
Yeah, Mao's dad. I was getting the angry, you know when a cat, the hair on the back spikes up? That's how I was starting to feel. I was like, he touches her, I'm gonna DNR this this anime. We're not doing this.
The Mao dad mystery was interesting. I think my favorite was when it all came together, all of the different individual like mysteries all coinciding to be this like conspiracy to kill the second crown prince, which now is the question is why?
Yeah.
Why are we killing him? In such an
know
elaborate scheme, but like to be fair, I've only watched season 1. I did not watch any of the episodes of season 2 because like I know I will catch up to the episodes on season 2 and then I will get very frustrated that they aren't out yet. So I'm hoping they finish
left me
soon.
on a cliffhanger. Nixie, they left me on a cliffhanger.
They left us all on a cliffhanger.
No,
you
I
caught
started
up?
season 2. I'm caught up, and the episode that I caught up to was a cliffhanger and a mean one.
I
was
can't
like,
live my life like that.
Damn.
But I think all of the like once all the pieces came together of like this is all, like these individual like murders and shit actually all coincide. I was like, oh, I like that. Very Knives Out-esque mystery, which I always enjoy.
I mean, they did play it good though, because like realistically, that is how it happens. The strategic getting rid of somebody in that time frame, it was like make an accident here, another random accident over there. Let me just throw one more accident in another faraway location that has nothing to do with it, and then boom. Granted, all of it added together, so it's just like, ooh, hi. It's spicy.
Yeah, I think the dad one at the end got me the most.
Yeah.
Had me the most confused, but then I was like, oh shit, that's what this was. But I don't know. I guess the rest were all right. I think I was just I made the mistake of like after a while my brain started thinking of Scooby-Doo for some reason. I was like, Scooby-Doo did this better. They didn't even need murders in there.
I mean, but it's a good like love mystery show. I
Yeah.
will give it that.
I did feel bad for the prince though the whole time. I was just like, oof. This man he has to deal with this part of being seemingly getting teased but not knowing that it's not like she doesn't mean it as that.
Can I be honest about something? And it's gonna be y'all gonna be like you're evil. Remember at the very beginning when the babies were getting sick because of the powder. And
Mm-hmm.
Maomo gave a letter to both ladies in incognito through a flower. And, you know, one consort was like, oh, let me look at this flower. Wait, there's a paper attached. Let me read it. Oh, my makeup is hurting my child. Stops taking it and goes to warn the other girl. The other girl gets the paper too. Ugh, what is this flower doing on my windowsill? Yeet. Didn't even notice there's something attached to it.
Well,
And then
was it her, the consort, who did it, or was it one of her maids?
it,
Because I thought it
it
was
was
one
her
of her
It was the
maids.
consort.
It was the
it was a
consort.
consort
Okay, my
herself.
bad.
And no, you're good. What's it called? And she got me so I didn't feel bad that her child died because she was just so mean. And I get why she was mean, but I did not feel bad because of it.
Yeah, I don't know. I
was like, you
appreciated the
deserve
growth
that.
that came out though after that of that
Oh, for
character,
sure.
especially
For
once
sure.
Mao Mao like helped heal her and was like, "Well, you're swallowing, so that means you want to live because you could refuse to
Mhm.
eat."
Mhm.
Basically, bitch slapped her with words. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I just enjoyed the fact that karma, in fact, did play out. Don't get me wrong, no mother should lose a child, but the fact that you were so blatantly just like ignoring all the warning signs and still like chose to be snooty and stuck up, I'm like, oh no, I would have been begging anybody anything to like help me, and you just ugh. That character growth was needed. And then she turns horny. It's funny. Like, I need my next edition of the books, please. Please.
Yes. So, what do we think about Mao Mao's life before her life in the imperial court?
Gary?
Oh, like you know, like taking
Miss-
care of her adoptive dad, and then like also working with the brothel.
With the brothel being so living in the pleasure district, but then also receiving this amazing education and choosing to stay as an apothecary rather than becoming a
She
lady
doesn't
of
have
the night.
She doesn't have assets. She wasn't
Well,
gonna get much.
you can become especially in that era, like
Mhm.
becoming a sex worker. One, usually it was not by choice,
Mhm.
but
Yeah.
like you could also see like in the specific instance that the Apothecary Diaries, that world that they set up, it was like the more beautiful girls get further trainings, the other girls just kind of become like helpers in the.
Mhm.
So it's like you become one or the other usually if you live in a
But I
pleasure
mean,
district
she's
like that.
super. She knows she's gorgeous, which is why she gives herself fake freckles.
Right. So even without the boobs, there's a chance like she could have become
Well, I mean,
a sex worker.
He does touch on it that because they had asked, why do you keep putting on freckles? She said, I feel comfortable this way because I have been put in a position of my what is that called? Her virginity being threatened at one point or another, and so she downgrades her beauty because of it, because she does no longer feel comfortable looking pretty.
But like, let's also keep in mind if we think about Mao Mao's mother, part
Ooh.
of the reason why she was so popular in the pleasure district is because not only was she extremely beautiful, but she was a master at all of these very strategic board games.
Mm-hmm.
And she was able to entertain her clients through a various different means. Mao Mao could have just as easily risen to that amount of success.
Mhm.
Mao
And
Mao is an
Mao Mao-
extremely intelligent girl.
Yeah, they
Very.
even said that there are several women who work at the brothels who do not have sex with their clients.
Mhm.
They
literally just
very
entertain
like
them.
they are able to maintain their virginity, aka their purity, and you know
That's purity.
just it's just about spending time, right? Like more so like a escort type of thing than it is a prostitute. But at the same time, like it's I think that she had a happy life while she was there, and she has a happy life in the palace. So, because kind of comparing apples to oranges in a sense. Like her life didn't change drastically moving to the castle after like initially yes it was kind of a drastic change, but then after she got assigned to be the poison taster and basically be the on-site apothecary.
Yeah.
It was fine. Like her life was as it kind of used to be, just limited in when she could go see her dad. But like I don't know, I think it's cute. And then she opted to go back, so it wasn't awful.
No, it wasn't awful. I like how she had a variety of different like. She had like still like a mother figure and then older sister, and like she still had a proper family within the brothel.
Yeah. She had a few mother figures because they all treated her like the baby. Like either big sister or auntie or mom. Like they all give her love. They'll gladly bathe her. They'll give her gifts. They'll coach her on the things she needs for marriage. And it's sweet to see, they're not just treating her as like, oh, you were the child that almost like bankrupt our the whole shop and stuff.
Well, even the madam of the house is basically like her grandmother, and like kicks the shit out of her every once in a while.
But I mean, let's be realistic.
Still loves
Any
her.
old lady in anime, they always are just violent. If they're not the sweet potatoes, they are the violent ones. There's no in the middle.
Yeah, that's true.
I just like that she gets hired to teach sex classes to the top 4 consorts.
Oh my god, it's hilarious.
I think that was one of my favorite scenes, was all their reactions, especially the poor 14-year-old who's like, I don't want to do that.
She's 12. She's even younger.
Oh, she's 12? Oh, fuck.
12?
In defense of the Emperor, he has
hasn't
not
touched her.
touched her. So, compared to the previous Emperor, who apparently was gonna,
He had to wait till
she was
flowered.
younger. So
he was the previous emperor was waiting for her to flower, which she has flowered now. But she's obviously, this emperor's like, I have certain morals. I'm gonna wait till roughly 14, 15, 16.
He's not a pedophile.
There, right, but at that time, 14, 15, 16, that was quote considered of age.
Yeah, because once you got your period, you became recognized as a woman.
Yeah, you're a full flower.
Yeah, but like I don't.
I know.
I just think it was so funny, her reaction of just like.
Yeah, she was just grossed out. She's like, ew.
Honestly, same girl.
Honestly, I probably would have stared at the books and be like, I gotta put my leg over here. And what? Twist that way? Because you can't tell me. Because at first I was like, wait, what is the name of? Wait, actually, I know y'all know the word for it. I'm just forgetting it right now. It's an actual thing. The book of sex. What is it called? Sex?
Oh, fuck! I know what you're talking about.
Like it's
They call it Karma Sutra.
Yes, the Kama Sutra.
Kama.
You were so close, Draco.
Kama.
So close. Yeah.
I was just like, I know where this will roughly hit, but I don't remember the exact word.
I didn't realize
Kama
that's what the Kama Sutra was.
Yeah, it is a book of varying different sex positions and all of that fun stuff.
Says Kama
Is that
Sutra
the
translates
one-
to teachings on desire.
Yeah. So.
Because I know they do that, and I know in Japan they'll actually teach you like the whole. I don't know if this is the same book, but they made too much fun of it in the hornier animes, where like they'll tie them up with certain knots or whatever.
Shibari?
There you go. That one I know also gets taught.
You're thinking of Shibari, which is that's into BDSM territory. I don't think that's necessarily part of the Kama Sutra. I think that's just a Japanese kink.
I think that's
people
another
around the world like. Yeah, that's another thing. Because traditionally Shibari's done with like black or with red rope because it like stands out a lot against pale skin. I've researched this for scientific purposes.
Okay.
I knew Nixie would know.
But yeah, no. So they have multiple novels. So not only do they have the original Kama Sutra in there, they have other editions, probably also from Japan. Because from the look of it, this is based in China.
Yes.
Right? Yes. Okay. Japanese. It was confusing me while I was watching it. I was like, they're speaking Japanese with Chinese, like not art, but characters. So I'm just like,
It is set closer to the late Ming Dynasty, which is 15th century China.
Mm-hmm. I've heard some people say Ming Dynasty. I've heard other people say Tang Dynasty.
This is all just based off of Google.
Yeah. But I believe it is Ming Dynasty.
Either way, it is very beautiful and also very silly at times, especially with the medicine and the juju stuff that happens.
I just like how much she enjoys poison. Like, she got addicted to it, didn't she?
She's not necessarily addicted to it, but she very much enjoys the experimentation process. And because she's experimented so much over time, she has grown a rather strong immunity to these various different poisons.
Yep. What's it called? And that is one thing. That's why she said it herself. She's like, they have me as a poison tester, and like, I'll enjoy the crap out of it, and I'll ingest it normally. I don't know why they did this, because I'm immune to poison. That's why.
Oh yeah, when they keep making her throw up.
It's like, stop! It tastes good.
Just for clarification on the dates, the Ming Dynasty is roughly the Muromachi period in Japan. Basically, this is when Japan is a tributary state to China, so more than likely people in Japan would be speaking or would be using Chinese characters to write, if they wrote at all.
Okay.
This is before I think a lot of Japanese characters are formed, because I know Japan and Korea both used Chinese characters long before their own languages developed. They just spoke Japanese with Chinese characters. Made it fit.
Interesting.
I mean, it's to be fair, their script writing is similar, not the same, but it is all similar.
Yeah, it's all from it's all based off of Chinese strokes. It's just like each Chinese character is like either its own character or an amalgamation of other base characters is how you form words. So like you might have one character that looks one way, but then a second character that looks almost exactly the same, but they are pronounced very differently.
Listen, the way that I've learned he and she is both ta, they're just written the first half of because it's just one like signal that's written, and the character that's written just before that second part, the second part stays the same, but that first part is the one that changes, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Chinese is hard, man. Mandarin is hard.
Hell yes.
You know, I've made it to section 5. We're struggling now. Now we're struggling. Somehow she is my daughter is a difficult saying. I could say it, now reading it.
I'll just happily stick to reading the translations of it in my gay Chinese books.
Oh, okay.
Fingers crossed for those authors, because they are in jail now.
Don't worry, they're still writing behind bars.
No, they are not.
They're banned. They're banned.
There was a raid like 2 weekends ago that arrested a bunch of Chinese authors.
A full blown.
Like
I forget how
You're
weirdly.
strict about it.
Like
over there,
it
yeah.
wasn't just authors writing gay shit. It was authors writing anything inflammatory, or what is considered inflammatory. But yeah, they are
because China has the opposite issue of Japan, where they have too many people.
no,
it's they don't.
no,
like,
it's that.
gay.
So the current president of China is very anti-gay. He calls them sissy boys, and they're like super anti-LGBTQ, even though men far out. The population of men is like 3 to 1 or something like that, or 10 to 1. Like it's actually really sad.
Technically, it's
Sounds
their
like
fault.
a man.
It's
Sounds like
their
a man that's mad that he got tricked at least once.
But he's like, we can't have any gay people because we have gay people in our military. It makes our military look weak. So they're like super homophobic. On top of just also being a very controlling country with their internet. But yeah, it came out that there was a raid. So anything that was slightly inflammatory to the Chinese government, if you wrote it, they found you and they locked you up, and you have two options. You can either give back all the money you made on what you wrote, and your sentence will be reduced, or you can stay in prison from anywhere from 2 to life. 2 years to life. So.
The fuck?
Yeah, they censor blood. Yeah, that's the thing too. Yeah, so if you ever get your hands on anime that airs in China, if it has blood in it, they'll change the color of the blood, which is very funny when they change it to white.
Oh, I've
yes.
seen some of those images.
They really don't think about that one, but they'll change it to other stuff. Not just white, but like anything to sometimes they'll like make they'll change like enemies in certain anime to be zombies so that their blood is green. So it's like I don't know why, but like it's so weird. China is a weird place, but man, we get some of the best homoeroticism out of it.
I mean, even some nudity though.
Even
like the nudity, they'll wear like random bloomers.
Oh yeah, they'll add so like My Hero Academia, the one character, the girl that like can make anything if she knows the molecular structure, her like shirt is open 'cause she pulls it out of her boobs. In China, her shirt was never open. She's always had it like zipped up. They have high censorship too all around nudity. I feel bad for the Chinese people, man.
They don't get to be degenerates like us.
No. To be fair, I live in a state where Pornhub is blocked, so like
What? I'm sorry.
my state was one of the states that was like, Pornhub should check how old you are by having you enter like your license information, and Pornhub's like, we're not doing that, chief. Oh, it's just blocked.
They do put a very nice, I mean, allegedly, they put a nice, are you at least 18? And then you check it, and then you can enter.
Yeah, that doesn't show up for me anymore. Whenever I try to go on there, a video pops up of like some woman at Pornhub in like a full suit sitting at a table being like, talk to your state legislators because they asked us to do the impossible.
That's yeah, no.
Send help, guys. Get me out of here. Nova, can I move in with you?
Sure.
Let's go.
Oh,
Canada is accepting Americans as like political refugees, right?
Yeah.
Let me go. Let me up there.
Zila said he's still at the store getting new parts to hopefully solve the issue.
All right.
That was 30
must have
minutes
been
ago.
there.
Question for y'all.
He's been there for at least over 2 hours.
Man is
Sorry
staring at the pieces, okay?
Sorry for the
Go ahead.
sidetrack, but question. Would you guys be poison tasters?
Yes.
Yes.
Sure, why not?
I'm not allergic to food.
None of y'all hesitated on that one.
You're telling me I get to eat royalty food? Yes, at the cost of my life, but like royalty food? Every day, 3 times a day, I'm fed. I'm fed.
Hell yes.
Death's not
cool.
long
Yeah.
for this world.
Haru, if you are there, would you join in on the fun, or would you say no to being a poison tester?
I'm telling. The only way I say yes to being a poison tester is if I'm allowed to build up an immunity to poison, like Maomo.
You know what? Fair enough.
Like if I'm not given the
I'd
time,
do it even without the immunity.
if I'm not
I might as
given,
well.
if I'm not given the time to build up a poison immunity, hell no, I'm not doing that.
Nixie, but we already learned carrots and apples are bad for you, so you're not allowed anywhere near the table.
You mean carrot juice and
No,
cyanide?
no.
Carrots and apples and cyanide are poison, guys.
I was missing yesterday. I really did say that.
I
Because
legitimately
knew
am
about the
going to
cyanide
design
and
a
apple
shirt.
seeds.
I legitimately, Des, am going to design us some shirts, and there's going to be carrots and apples and cyanide equals poison, and I'm gonna get it translated to Japanese so that, like...
Listen, just make sure that there's the little buffer emote above my head, and that's all we need.
Alright, you got it.
So people understand that the brain was trying to work. It's just the math didn't fully math. Alright, I knew
The head was empty.
Listen, the head was trying. No, the head was empty. It just wasn't organized. There's a lot of filing cabinets. There was no alphabetization. no structure. They're just everywhere. Papers are flying. Remember SpongeBob in the episode when he forgot his name? Yeah. That's what it looked like.
I love the idea that it's Nixie specifically, like carrots, apples, and cyanide is specifically poison for Nixie because Nixie is allergic. No one else can eat cyanide because it's like everyone else can eat cyanide because it's only poison to Nixie.
No, listen. In my head, it made sense. Nixie, why are you writing in Japanese? What is happening?
You know what it says.
I don't read Japanese.
You know
I
what
read
it says.
Chinese. I read Chinese.
Fine, I'll translate it to Chinese then.
No, wait, I'm a baby. I can't do this. I barely learned my houses.
I gotta get Duolingo again so I can practice Japanese.
I will send you the link. I need more friends. I am 25 days straight. Oh lord, hold on. Which one? I know that one that looks like a backwards 7 downwards. I know that one.
It's apples and carrots and cyanide equal poison.
You write that a little too fast for me, Nix. How many languages do you know?
Google Translate, babe.
Oh, you know what? That works.
Now I want carrots. Maybe if I microwave them for 30
no,
seconds.
I will tell your roommate. I will tell your roommate this
You
time.
don't even know her full name.
Remember her name at all.
Because I call her by her shortened nickname. The only one who knows it
You got
is
it,
Nova.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Show
no.
the world you can overcome an allergy.
To be fair, if I started taking allergy shots, it'd probably be fine. Then I would build up my immunity to the poison my body thinks I'm ingesting.
I mean, if you eat
I
your
mean, there's been a
poison
bunch of
every day,
stories.
it'll slowly like dissipate.
No. It
No?
is getting worse the more I eat.
There's been a bunch of stories of people that slowly digest
Allergy,
the
yeah.
food they're allergic to, and then they eventually get better.
So for
That's
me,
what
it's
I'm
the
saying.
opposite. The more I eat it, the worse my reaction gets.
You gotta adapt.
But I do have the option to start allergy shots. It's just like I have to go get a shot once every week, and that's not fun. That's a lot of time out of my week every week to go sit in the doctor's office because you also have to wait 30 minutes after you get the shot to make sure you don't have a severe reaction.
Your throat will swell. You are a danger to yourself. Your
I'm
body
not
is a
gonna
danger
go
to
into
you.
anaphylaxis. It's fine.
It's getting worse, little by little.
Yeah, but they said I'll never go into anaphylaxis. I'll just get progressively more uncomfortable.
You understand
It's fine.
how doctors be wrong sometimes? Do you understand this?
Look, Des, I've already outlived my life expectancy, alright? We're ballin'. F it, we ball. That's my life motto at this point.
Nixie, I need you to
Oh,
love
yeah,
yourself just
you
a little
got
bit
that.
more.
I've lived
Draco,
longer than
you're
anybody
not
thought.
helping. Draco, you're
I'm not long for this world. God can take me away when he so sees fit. And if it's
Draco,
my
you've
carrots
left
or
an effect-
apples, let it be.
Draco, you left an effect on Nixie. You see what you did?
I mean, I agree with the saying of Kratos. If death wants me, it can only get me when it earns me.
Anyway, back to the anime.
The anime.
Who is everybody's favorite and least favorite consort?
Ooh, consort.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them kind of blurred together in my brain.
I think my favorite consort is the one she tasted the poison for.
Okay.
My least
Yo-
favorite,
Gyokyu?
yeah, Gyokyu. And then my least favorite is the new one who came at the end of season 1.
Sketchy as hell.
I don't
She
like
is
her. She has
sketchy.
bad vibes.
Mm-hmm.
Especially after the one that she replaced was so nice and only left because she's 35.
Yeah. I mean, she lost her uterus. So
Yeah, she did. Which doesn't mean she deserved to be kicked out of being a consort.
They were only keeping her there.
Yeah, to
as
make
nice-
babies.
Nice. Well, no.
Yeah.
The consorts are there to make babies, but when she lost her uterus for the first emperor, they kept her there because it was like a pity thing. It's like
Well, she was she was like the emperor's advisor as far as to which consorts he should trust.
Oh, Nixie, I can't wait. You need to start watching season 2 slowly. Just do it yourself slowly.
I know. I also need to watch more of My Happy Marriage, but again, like I need these anime
Oh, I got the next
seasons to be
episodes
like
in.
done.
Oh, I'm watching them both simultaneously. Oh my god. But who do you? Oh, you said you liked and hated. You did.
Lulan.
Lulan.
Is that the new?
That's the
That's
new
the new
one.
one.
Consort Lulan.
I think I would have to choose the same one as Nixie, like both of them. But to be fair, mine is like I legit have a reason. My reason is silly. She likes tea. She's enjoying the drama between our beautiful incognito prince and our Maomo. She's just like, ooh, oh Maomo, you promised to be just mine. And Maomo's just so oblivious to it. It's just funny.
You,
It's
Draco?
hard right now.
I legit have to look them up, their names again, because my brain is starting to lose track of them. Anyone got the fucking wiki for this one? Oh,
Q is.
down a little. One sec, y'all. I'm slowing. I'm cutting in and out.
Oh no. I did watch stream lag for a second.
Is that what
So
my?
maybe
I
we'll
thought my
close
brain
that
was.
tab or two.
Chat, I'm sorry we've been muted this whole time. Don't worry, all you've missed is us trying to help Draco.
It's okay.
Don't know what just happened.
You broke it.
You're gone.
That's what happened.
Oh,
Close your
one
video and open a new video.
sec.
I think he might have. I said do it slowly. I feel like he done swiped it to the side, so now it's upside down and around the corner.
I actually don't know what happened. One sec. Yeah. Let me see if I can fix this.
Oh, what is Mao's? While Drago's fixing things, what is Mao's friend's name? The little one with the two little braids. Or
Oh, like her servant friend?
Yeah.
I love her so much.
So
she,
wholesome.
she must be protected at all costs.
Mm-hmm.
I will get so mad at this show if something happens to her. She's learning how to read, and you know she deserves good things. She needs to be somebody's consort. Not consort. The what are they called? Ladies in waiting.
Oh, ladies in waiting. Yes. I was like,
Yeah,
wife.
No, well, yeah, that too. But she feels a little too young. But
Her name is Xiaolan.
Xiaolan.
Xiaolang.
Xiaolang.
Xiaolang definitely deserves to be a lady because she's good at what she does. She's fast. She just doesn't know how to read, and that could be worked out because she's learning. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
She deserves better. She's such a good girl. She deserves all the head pats.
I just realized you can see my tail through Nova's boobs. What is going on there, Nova?
Oh, because her I don't know what color is your
Okay.
chest?
What color is your
My
heart?
transparent. It's supposed to be.
All right, go for it
blue.
now, Nixie.
Blue.
Do what? Oh, new link.
Go for it now. I dropped a new link.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna say something.
There we go. All right.
Don't judge me. All I'm
What?
seeing is a whole lot of booba on screen. It was just.
Sounds like you're not a fan.
No, it's just 3 boob. I was staring respectfully. I promise. It was just like I was just like, 1, 2. I was just starting to count like if I was in kindergarten all over again. I was just happy to see
Six
titties.
booba.
Huh?
6 booba.
6 booba.
I mean, I guess.
I mean, you could wear your booba too, and we have a
I'd
booba.
have to make a whole new thing with my fucking settings. Don't make me do this.
Anyway,
Oh.
my favorite consort. Oh, hello.
Whoa.
Oh, hello,
But
thank you, Thomason.
I think that's a bot.
Probably.
It might be a bot.
Hey, we count the follow. We count the follow.
Thank you for the follow, though.
Yeah.
Draco, your thing showing again.
Yeah, I'm messing with something.
Oh, okay. I was like, I don't know if you
Um,
misclicked. But what were you saying, Nova?
My favorite consort is actually Li Hua.
Li Hua is which one's that one? Is that the one that got kicked?
The one that let her baby die.
Oh. I don't know if she
Really?
let
She's-
her baby die so much as
She
she just
did.
like.
No, she let that shit die. I don't want to hear it.
Not necessarily. The reason why I like her character so much
Mm-hmm.
is because her character from the very beginning sets the tone for the main theme of the entire series, which is
Yeah, I'm messing with it since Des wanted it.
Titties!
Wrong one. One sec. I have to fix that later.
which is the dangers of ignorance. At the beginning, this consort is extremely ignorant to the point where, as a consequence of that, her child dies. But as she becomes less and less ignorant, she not only becomes more and
Oh,
more
what the-
healthy, more prosperous, but she also becomes kinder, more well liked. All of the people in her small court also become much kinder, more compassionate people. And her character just overall really well depicts
God damn it.
the themes of ignorance and knowledge, almost to the same degree as Maomo. Because Maomo, you have her as this incredibly knowledgeable, very not very ignorant person at all. Like Maomo is
That guy's
the smartest person in the whole fucking place. And as in opposition to that, you have Li Hua, who, again, at the very beginning of everything, is the most ignorant person there. Again, to the point where her child dies as a consequence to it.
Right.
My least favorite consort is Li Shu. Not to any fault of her own. I just
Baby.
she is a child.
Yeah.
She is not a consort. She
Yeah.
is a child. She has no means of protecting herself. She has not grown up at all. There's not really any character of her at the moment. Like at least with Lulan, who is, yes, she's still younger. She's still on the younger side. But at the very fucking least, she stands a chance in the imperial court. She can defend herself. She's very intelligent. All of these things.
See, I just feel bad for her because she joined, the consorts, the rear palace at such a young age. I do feel bad for her because she wasn't set up with protection. She was set up with consorts who knew that she's a child who could be and you can manipulate children easily.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, where is your teacher, right? Like, you're supposed to be taught and you're supposed to have an education. If you were supposed to, like, you're in the running for being like the empress,
Empress
you're gonna need
consort.
it. And empress consort. So you're just gonna you gotta know something. You know what I mean? And so it's like she's like, I do agree, she's thoroughly being used, and she doesn't know it, and it's because she's not quite there. She's just like, her whole life, this is the truth to her. You know what I mean?
I know
So,
what
like,
you mean, but to an extent, like especially after the whole issue in the garden party where she is deliberately given food that she is allergic to because everybody else thought she was quote unquote picky.
Mm-hmm.
You would think that after a situation like that, she would straighten up a little bit, but instead, no, she just gets more meek. And it's like, honey, I know you're a child, but
I think it's out of
under
fear at this point.
certain situations, children
Mhm.
grow up very, very, very quick. And I feel
Um,
like these are the kinds of conditions and pressures that would force a child to grow up quicker
I feel
than
like
they
it
ought
wouldn't
to.
help her being able to speak up for her.
Uh,
Like somebody should after that incident where they figured it out that she's allergic to certain foods, not just her poison taste tester who grew closer to her and is kind of like there for her a little bit. Somebody higher up is supposed to be like, all right, the girls that are with you right now, they've got to go. We're going to get you new people because they're kind of the ones that are setting you up for failure.
she
I'm
just kind of
saying.
seems like a brat to me.
That's the child in her. That's she's still a child. She's not being raised. That is the issue.
Well,
She's
no,
just
no,
there.
she was raised to be a consort, right? And so like with that, so that's also why you see like the one woman who like let her, as Nova put, let her baby die. Like that's why she was such like a crazy raging bitch, right? It's
Uh,
because there is a certain level of just like assholeness and pettiness that a lot of consorts are allowed to have. Like historically this is true. Like no,
Mhm.
there is no empress yet. They are all vying for the position of empress. And so
Yeah.
it very much is like high school pettiness of like, all right, I am the top bitch here and I need to assert that. And whether you assert it by being this really like untouchable crazy woman, or like whether you assert your dominance by being just so overly nice it's hard for people to hate you, or in the case of the child, you know, you're you're very standoffish, you isolate yourself with people you think you can trust. She doesn't know that she can't trust them. She trusts them. They haven't
Mhm.
hurt her enough to not trust them, and that is part of her childhood naivety, but like at the
Mhm.
same time, like this is also her protecting herself from the other consorts, is kind of closing herself off, other than to that one consort that she saw as kind of a
A
surrogate
mother
mother,
figure.
even though
Yeah.
technically she was the higher ranking
Politician.
consort. And it,
Yeah.
yeah.
My thing is she could have also honestly in my opinion the consort that treated her like her daughter, she should have I feel like she was the one who was given how close they were, she was the one who was supposed to teach her certain things. I know that they were wedged between each other because of their ladies and standing and whatnot, you know, creating mayhem in between them. But realistically, that would have been the person to teach her if she doesn't have, like, for example, a nanny. You know, somebody who's genuinely supposed to be there to take care of her. Because from the look of it, she doesn't have one.
No, there are no nannies in this. She was old enough to become a consort. That made her
No,
old
I mean,
enough to have
like,
her own ladies in
I
waiting.
call it nannies. But okay, so her ladies in waiting, you know how there's the main lady in waiting?
Yeah. Well,
She had
they're
background ladies, but I didn't see an actual lady in waiting, like the main one.
it ends up, I think, becoming her taster, but at the same time, like again, you don't have to have a main lady in waiting, and all of them are employees to her. So the thing is too, right? Like if
Mm-hmm.
they try to parent her and overstep a boundary or something she dislikes, she is allowed to have them like not just fired, but like she can say like they insulted her and they face far more serious things than just losing their job. Like I don't know if she would be so vindictive as to be like you get to die now or not, but like that was not unheard of. So
Mm.
I don't
Overall, I can't.
like,
Okay.
yes, her ladies in waiting are totally like undermining her, but also
Mm-hmm.
like I that might just be so that they have job security with her, because if she starts again to trust people outside, and like it's a whole thing. It's so
How do
shows.
you parent a child that can order your execution?
Yeah, it's I would say it's kind of similar to how like a lot of child actors are or were, right, that like have grown up now, like their parents were all their managers and they were the main like winning income. So how do you tell them, no, you have a drug problem and need to go to rehab when they give you money to live your life, right? Like you can try, but then like they might just fire you. It's a whole thing. There's also I'm sure there's other factors, and I'm sure we'll get more of her like history of how she ended up with the first emperor versus, you know, now the emperor that she's with. Like that, I think also probably just psychologically damaged her to become a consort at like age 10 or whatever.
Right.
8, maybe 7, something like that. She was like 8 or 7 years old when she first joined the rear palace. So yeah, that does damage. It's like, damn, my daughter's 7. Anyways,
yeah, because if you think about it, like she got stripped from her parents, and or her parents willingly agreed, right?
Yes,
it did not say like, hey, like let's wait a couple of years. No, they willingly said like, yes, emperor, please take our daughter.
Oh, what a great honor and money.
Yes. So I understand where Nova's coming from and being like, I don't like her. But I also do think
I
like
just need character growth. I need to see more of her story now. I need Maomo to intervene in her life a little more.
I think
it's not that I don't like the character. It's just
it's not for, like you said, it's not for any fault of her own. It's just like
she isn't a character yet. She isn't necessarily a competitor in this highly competitive and even potentially life-threateningly dangerous position.
Question.
She has not woken up to that reality, that this is her reality, and she does need to grow up. She is not a child. She is a consort to the emperor.
Yeah,
they took her childhood away. It's basically, and she can't process that because in actuality, she's still a child, even though in reality,
she is not.
Right.
She is in the context of this story and the time period and the world, she is not a child. She is a fully bloomed adult with responsibilities, with actuality. Like, she is responsible for the lives of all of her ladies in waiting. She gets to decide if they live or die. And she has not woken up to the fact that she has that power.
And it's also very possible that her parents assigned the ladies in waiting too.
Hope not.
And that she is trusting of her parents' decision rather than like recognizing that her parents at this point probably do not have her best interest in mind, and therefore her ladies in waiting might not either.
If that's the case and the parents chose the ladies in waiting, the day that she loses faith in the ladies in waiting means the day she's going to lose faith in her parents. And that brings it up essentially to she's going to break before she gets better.
Yeah.
There's going to be a break
Pretty
moment.
much.
And that's going to be sad to see in a 12-year-old child. Well, granted, they do age because even my mom had a birthday just recently. So, what's it called? You know, she spent she spent a year there, right? So far. So years do pass. She does get older. So what's it called?
Time skip?
I don't know. Not time skip. It goes by progressively per episode. Like she'll say like it's been 2 months, it's been a month, it's been this long, and during the episode.
I think there's a possibility. I genuinely think like we're strongly going to get more backstory on her. So
we need it.
Yeah, she's very 2D compared to a lot of the other consorts, especially the fact that now the fourth consort has been switched out, and so
even the fourth one has more like detail. Like she's a mystery still, but she has more detail. Her father is here.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying is that like we're not going to get her story until the fourth consort's like shit is unpacked.
Yeah,
because we don't need it as far as the story's concerned. We got like just enough to know like, oh, she's allergic and she's being mistreated by her ladies in waiting. Oh my, so sad, too bad. Moving on. Fourth consort is here. Let's focus on that weird dynamic because that's
hi Noonie.
We gotta take care of that. Oh look, Draco's older brother.
Nixie, bad.
You
What
laughed.
was I gonna say? I did. um,
Oh,
I have,
you
enjoy that,
fucking
Zelo,
whore.
Draco.
I have a question. Now,
Why
we
did I
know,
pick it?
we all know
Let me pull up the
collectively
timer.
that our pretty boy is in fact royalty.
Smash.
Mm-hmm.
Is he, is he technically in running for emperor?
Yes.
Yes.
The
If the
Emperor
emperor
does not have any heirs.
Mhm.
if the emperor currently dies, Jinchi takes over as emperor.
There are
Oh.
the current
What
emperor
if he
does
marries
not.
Mao
That's
Mao
gotta
first?
suck.
It does not matter if he marries Mao Mao first. That just makes Mao Mao
The next empress.
the next consort. Does not make her empress.
You just know
Because-
Mama's gonna deny that shit for some reason.
So, because the thing with Chinese courts like this is, like, all of the consorts are married to the emperor. They all individually had
Also,
their own like wedding ceremonies.
Fuck you, Nunez.
But like the one to become empress is usually the one to provide a male heir first,
Mm-hmm.
which is why my favorite Ginkyo, right? She's not the empress because she had a daughter.
yes, and she's currently
Lol.
pregnant. So
She's currently pregnant, so there is a possibility if this is a boy that she could get promoted to emperor. Now it doesn't necessarily mean that she 100% will. It just is generally the rule is like, she's provided the first male heir, that will make her
Mhm.
empress. And then after that, it becomes a competition of who will be the head consort.
yes.
So it's like it goes like empress, head consort, top tier consorts, and then it kind of like trickles down
See,
in
but I don't
politics of
understand.
this.
If Mama marries Pretty Boy, how would she turn into consort if she marries the, let's say, side prince? Because he's not the current
Yes.
emperor. So if she marries
She
him,
becomes so they are husband and wife. If he
Mhm.
gets
Oh, God.
promoted to emperor, she becomes
Then-
consort. Then she
how
becomes
she become
consort.
consort?
Then she
But
becomes
why
a
didn't she
consort.
become empress?
Because she,
No.
If he gets emperor, she gets
if
empress.
no, because if she has not provided a male heir to him before
God
he
damn it,
becomes the
Des.
emperor, she does not get to be the empress. He gets her as his.
Okay.
Maybe he picks her as like his head consort because he can do that before ever having an empress. But there is no empress unless he either one decrees that she is empress, which all of the political advisors will say
Baka
absolutely
moments
not.
with Des. You're right, Noonie. It's a Baka moment with Des.
All of the political
I'm just trying
advisors
to make the math correctly.
all of the
That's what I'm
political
Des
advisors will say
basically,
no.
Des, just to make it straightforward, basically, unless he gives the order that she's
Always.
the empress, or he fucks her till she gives him a son.
And
That's simple enough, Des.
and even then, there's a chance that again his advisors will block her from becoming empress because she is from low birth.
Low birth.
Yes.
Haterade all over the
So
place.
it's possible the highest she could ever get if he becomes emperor is head consort of some sort. And again, you have the political advisors who are going to step in and be like, she can be a favorite consort, but to put her in charge of all the other consorts at almost equal level to an empress would not bode well for all of the different political relationships that they have to have. It's a whole thing. There's a lot of politics going into.
All I'm saying, if we don't get no
Consort.
happy ending for Momo, she deserves happy ending. And if she don't get happy ending, I'm gonna be sad. Because and,
Happy
like,
endings
think
in
about
this
it.
anime.
Think about it. Think about it. If she does end up like having a child and it's a guy and she gets to be empress, all the math adds up, right? She don't ever need a poison tester. You know why? She is the poison tester. They're gonna demand that she needs one, and she's gonna be so sad.
But like
Oh no,
that's
my
what
favorite poison.
that's what Nixie is saying though, Des. Like there is very little chance, like realistically, with all the politics and everything else going on in court, Mao Mao would realistically never become the Empress consort.
She would only ever be one of his top consorts and perhaps his favorite consort. But like so they get into this a little bit too with the emperor, where they talk about who he spends his time with, especially among the four. Politically, he has to try to make that time as even across all four of them. They know Ginkyo is his favorite. They all are aware of that. But he's still obligated to spend, like, if he spends a night with Ginkyo, he now has to spend a night with all of the other three at a minimum to keep the peace.
Okay.
So basically, he can have his favorite one, but he still has to share the wiener for the rest.
Yes. Otherwise, shit gets shaky.
There's a
Yeah.
reason why, like, having consorts upon consorts is, like, a risky move.
The amount of dick you gotta lay out throughout the week. If you ain't meticulous, you fucked
The
up.
It's
day.
not dick. He doesn't have to dick all of them down. He just has to spend
He's-
equal amounts of time with them. That doesn't always
Every
mean he's
day.
dicking them down. If he
One
spends a
wants
night
to
with
Get
once
ahead
a
of the
week.
other, though. If one
Once a
wants to
week.
get ahead of the other.
and that's where like the aphrodisiacs come in, where like a consort might slip an aphrodisiac into the king's tea, and it's like you shouldn't do that, but also like nobody will stop you if you're sneaky enough about it. But
Yeah.
like it is also up to the consort to like get the emperor to have sex with them, but like they
Print the
can't say
books.
no if he wants to have sex with them, but he can say no if they want to have sex with him. Does that make
Yeah.
sense?
Yes.
He
The
gets to
most
choose.
brutal case of blue balls, apparently. Or whoever isn't getting the most dickin'.
Blue lips, if you will.
Drier than the Sahara.
Yeah. But
No, it's severely drowning down there. Problem is, they got nothing, nothing to satiate the thirst.
But yes, so like again, it's all politics. It's all most of these consorts you'll realize are all tied to the royal family or to the nobles surrounding the royal family. That's why like being in the militia in China during this time period was kind of like pushed on by a lot of families. Because one,
Mhm.
you aren't a eunuch, so you can keep your dick and balls working. But
Mhm.
two, if you got high enough into the military to be a ranking officer, and then you usually get a pretty good wife. Sometimes the king will gift a consort that, you know, especially a untouched consort. They tend to be marriage gifts to high ranking military officers. And then as well as
Mhm.
that, your kids now are not only just set up to have a better life, but if you have a daughter, she gets put into the running to become a consort. It doesn't mean that she's going to be with the king or the emperor, but she's more than likely going to have a better life than if you had stayed at a lower station.
And she
military.
has the opportunity to catch the emperor's eye and then become a consort of the emperor.
Yeah. So like she'll join the palace, the lower palace, right, and be like potentially be a consort there. She won't be a servant girl. She'll be considered a consort, but she might keep her purity unless she is, you know, particularly beautiful or particularly skilled at something that the emperor might find appealing and get a chance to show it off to him, and then she gets lifted up. It's a whole thing. Again, this is all politics. It's politics with a side of love in consorthood. Consortship?
Consortship?
I think it's consortship. But yes, to answer
So, like,
the long and short, to answer your question, Maomo will never be empress. That's
and if we want Maomo to have a happy ending with Shinji, we better fucking hope that the emperor never fucking dies.
yep. And or
Or
that he gets a
heirs a
male heir.
son.
Because then Jinshi just becomes like interim emperor until the son is old enough to rule.
Yeah.
In which case, it does not matter Mao, because he will never have like the full emperor title. Therefore, Mao does not have to worry about empress or other consorts unless Jinshi so chooses to take other consorts, which, knowing how whipped this man is, probably not.
Oh my god. Which honestly, when you were talking about the whole like militia and stuff, can we just talk about
What's his face?
I don't
The
I
buff
don't
guy?
remember his name. The buff guy.
That's
I'm he wants that sister.
He wants that
That's
sis.
he does.
No.
He's like,
Honestly,
"She shall
good
be
for
mine." How
him.
much does she? Yeah.
I
I'm
just
like, everybody wants her. He's willing to pay for her.
Hey,
Like,
you know
how
what?
much is it?
Second favorite scene of the series is
I drinks.
Mao being like, strip all of it. And then just him in like his
All
little
of it.
loincloth underwear when she walks in.
Yeah, that's a great scene.
And Mao's like,
Mhm.
I'm just examining him scientifically.
Oh, by the way, I enjoyed the soldiers outside or the eunuchs outside that were
Mhm.
just like overhearing it. They don't know what's going on. They have no context. She's just like, strip. Let me see. No, I need to see what I'm working with.
Strip more.
And it's like, what? What?
Should we be paying attention?
Should we tell somebody? What? Wait,
Should we
Isn't
go
she
get
working-
Jinchi?
doesn't she belong in the rear palace? Wait a minute. Is she a consort? Wait, I'm concerned. Wait a minute. But wait a minute. Poor Jinchi walking into the conversation too. And she was down to just check him because I mean, to be fair, she's so oblivious to certain things, like the whole hairpin thing. That was cute. She doesn't know, and it's okay. But like she was down to check, cause she's like, my sister does care for body type, but if he don't got something good in the pants, he might not get lucky.
Speaking of the hairpins, can I just say I'm so glad that
Mhm.
this did not turn into a love triangle.
I
So
know.
happy.
I can't
So
fucking
happy.
stand love triangles. So I was like, oh god, here we go, second male lead. Fucking kill me. And then she's like, I'll take you to the I'll take you to the brothel that I worked at, the most esteemed brothel, and I'll introduce you to one of my sisters because you're her type. And then like now he's whipped. I'm like, oh thank God. Oh thank God.
I was just like, cause when at first she was like, the denial in his face, and like, you don't got a brothel ticket. That's bull. That's not real. Granted, he was right, but that's neither here nor there. It was just like, oh no, I can get you in. That's not a problem. You just got to keep yourself in. But I can't. I can introduce you. That's easy. I was just like, yes, yes. This is how we play this game. This is how we play these cards.
I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind love triangles, but it's when they drag on the triangle for too long that's where I'm just like, ugh, no. Also,
No, thank you.
another man that I appreciate is Jinchi's guard.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
The part that made me laugh the most is he's like, sir, I don't mean to tell you what to do, but I'm getting tired of this. I have grandchildren. I would wish to go home. When are we stopping this shenanigan? And he's like, patience, friend, patience. I'm like, he's a hot grandpa. I'll tell you what.
Mm-hmm. Smash.
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 Absolutely. That is a daddy in every sense.
Smash everybody but that like 14-year-old or 12-year-old.
Yeah.
I can agree with that.
And the
So
dad.
Draco
And
disagreed. He's gonna smash Jingshi. Let's go.
yes.
He's a pretty bitch.
He's a pretty bitch.
You're also gonna smash his daddy like guard.
Might as well.
Let's go.
At that point, might as well just go.
Flip
all
it.
out.
Win is a
Somebody
win,
Somebody
baby.
Clip it right now. Somebody clip it right now. Oh, all jokes aside, Zilo, you have been quiet. I know you're here.
Dilo's stuck in between the boobas. I think he's lost in the sauce.
Draco disagreed. He's gonna smash Jingshi.
Just
Smash
squeeze in
everybody
a
but that,
little
like,
bit more. There we
14-year-old
go.
or
There we
12-year-old.
go.
Just
Yeah.
a little bit.
I can agree with that.
Just enough. And
So,
there we
Draco
go.
disagreed. He's gonna smash Jingshi.
That's
Let's
a
go.
happy Zelo.
Yes. He's a pretty bitch. It might wake him up. Who
He's
knows?
a pretty
Oh,
You're also gonna smash his
Oh,
daddy like
it woke him up.
Mm.
No, I'm here. I'm putting the parts. I'm putting the parts in the PC, and it crashed again.
No.
Oh
I mean, to be fair, you're rebooting essentially.
I'm going through it at the moment.
Oh.
Boy's feeling it.
no! For you, Des, I
I already
smashed
did
it.
that
I
this
clipped
morning.
It.
It didn't work.
You clipped it.
I clipped
Let's
it.
go. Draco will smash anything.
I
Let's go.
said Drake will be smashing left and right.
I'm going to
Might as well at that point.
probably gonna have to replace the
Ooh.
hard drive in it next.
Goodness,
Oh,
what is your,
shit.
ask us
What
your
is your
question?
I might
as well build
a whole new fucking PC at this point.
Send your parts over here that you don't want. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Is Zelo a Sag boy today? Zelo?
Yeah.
Dude, you don't want anything out of this PC, trust me.
The
Zelo, are
thing
you
already blew up.
like blew up, like overheated, blew up.
What?
What happened to it? Did it have an aneurysm? Did it die?
Are you a
Did it have
Sag
a
boy
heat
today?
stroke?
Oh, am I a Sag boy today? I was. I just got pinched in between a bunch of boobas, so I'm pretty alright right now.
He feel a little better. He feel a little better.
Good, good.
Good. We're here to provide the booba. Say less.
um,
Oh, I'm sorry. Here,
another
let me
thing I would like
slide
to point
myself in behind. so
now
that
is
we're
that for
all-
some reason
Oh, okay, okay.
my laptop doesn't want to open the
Here,
stream.
I'll
It
scoot
just
over a
keeps
little bit.
saying,
Oh, there you go. Zelo's getting the royal treatment.
Poor
I mean,
Draco
Nikki-
just off to the side.
I could join the cuddle pile, but you need to use my Fugi tech. That's the only one where the female model is set.
All right, I can grab that. I had to grab it for Zelo.
well, that was like earlier. Des said something like, he is royalty, and I was
There you go.
I was tightening the glass back onto the computer after I'd finished putting stuff in it, and
Absolutely.
she had
correct.
said, well, he is royalty. I just wanted to unmute and be like, no, I'm not. You can call me Prince Charming, but I'm not royalty.
Hey, yo!
No. Look at him. He thinks he's smooth. He thinks he's rico suave.
How am I gonna? Where do I put Draco's?
I am smooth. You know I'm smooth. I'm smooth with it.
Here, I got
Maybe-
this. I'll lift myself up a little bit towards
Okay,
your
okay.
tail.
Okay, all right, and
No,
then I'll
I'll
slide
move up
myself
here.
over.
Yeah,
a little.
Seriously
yeah.
though, like
Yeah,
what the
yeah,
fuck is going
yeah,
on with all
yeah.
this shit?
Yeah, yeah.
And
See,
then
it
I
works.
just gotta make. We'll just there we go, and then there you go.
Here, I'll make myself a little smaller, and then
I can drag you up, Des.
Oh no, my forehead was breaking through the ceiling a little bit, so I had to fix it.
Oh, no.
That's why.
There you go.
There, Zelo can't be a Sag boy now. He's surrounded by tits.
Yes.
Can't be Sag if there's titties involved.
To be fair, when Nuna said ask a question, I for real thought he was gonna ask about boob size.
Oh no. Oh no. Don't give Chad ideas. Don't do this.
I don't
That's
know.
only
You'd have
100
to ask. You'd have to ask Nixie. I have no clue how big she made it. No, not Nixie. Fucking Rhea. She's the one that created the art.
It looks like a C cup.
I was
That
gonna
looks like a
say
C cup.
D.
You think so?
Yeah.
I could see D. It's like D. It's
Yeah.
not a double, but you're for sure maybe a solid.
He
D,
gave
a
the other
full D.
one. She gave the other one more chest.
Though that was an F cup. We're not talking. The other
That
one
shit's
jiggles
spilling
up
out.
and down.
I
Yeah,
miss
yeah.
my
Spilling out
I
of it,
miss
bro.
my days in a D cup. I would take the triple D cup days back, honestly. This is it's bad.
Jesus, where are you?
I'll DM you. Des.
Okay. Okay.
It's a rough. I got it because now I got to count because I actually can't find my bra size in stores. So
Oh,
hold on
God.
while I do the math.
Hold on.
Damn. All right,
But
well,
while
Desmond
we're
can do that. Oh no, go for it. Go for it.
While we're sharing titties.
while we're waiting for the booba size, and speaking of Mao's sisters and those very lovely ladies, who is everybody's favorite and least favorite amongst our red light district ladies.
Yes.
You're so lucky.
Oh my god. I feel so bad.
I think I've shared with Nova before, but this is American sizing. It's not.
Yeah, American sizing.
It's because I had to account for the double D, triple D thing.
We can count inches. That's a thing. Nova, why are you red?
Red. Draco missed
I'm
out.
red.
You're red.
Oh, I'm
What?
red.
You're red.
Draco did miss out on me asking Stepbro for help last night, correct?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move everybody back
Okay.
to their positions.
Again, as everyone else has
I-
known now, I
was the
completely
butt
died.
of her step bro joke.
Sorry, Zila. I was dead to the world yesterday.
Dude, you missed probably the best night on that fucking game I have ever had.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Stats or it didn't happen.
All right. I'm pulling them up right now.
Stats or it didn't happen. I mean, he got to MVP with
Moon Knight.
Twice.
Moon Knight. Thank you. I don't know if you heard the brain rebooted.
Oh,
5
yeah.
times in
I
one
reset my
sentence.
computer. My Marvel Rivals is still
Next time I'm gonna
downloading.
put myself back correctly. Hold on.
Okay. Question.
Answers.
Mhm.
What's up?
When do we think Mao's gonna finally figure out Jingxi is the second prince?
No, I'm still.
When
she still
she
hasn't
is
figured it out.
old.
When she's...
Yes.
Do you think it's gonna be like
She hasn't
after they
told
get
me.
married?
Probably.
I think in the engagement, like he's gonna propose, and then that's when she's gonna put 1 and 2 together.
See, I
She's
was
gonna
thinking...
be like, Renata, you don't have a dick. Wait a minute.
See, I was thinking it'll be like he proposes and she'll say no, and he's gonna be like, "You're really gonna say no to the second prince," or something, and she's gonna
Like,
be like,
huh?
"What?"
Who? No, I feel like it'll play out more like she's gonna start adding pieces together, and then he's gonna be like, you know, you drive me crazy. It's gonna be some tragic situation where she's gonna be damn near on her deathbed, and he's like, no, I wanted to marry you, I wanted to this and that, and I was gonna take care of you, no more poison dishes for you, and we're gonna have ladies in waiting, and he's like, she's gonna be like, what are you talking about?
Nunez, we all watched season 1. She still hasn't figured it out. She saved
hasn't
him, and she's like,
I'm in
"Why is
season
he
2.
here?" But she still doesn't realize he's the second prince. She just thinks he's a really weird eunuch with like who might be like
important.
nobility eunuch, you know, like
Yeah.
she still think he dick don't work.
She think dick don't exist.
Yeah.
Dick not attached.
Okay,
Wait.
when you become a eunuch, is it does your like dick go away, or just the balls, or like what
The
is
dick. The dick.
the dick?
It's all of it.
all of it,
All of it.
like
Yes.
Kendall.
Ken doll.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean they have to pee sitting down?
Yes.
Yes.
Justice for women. All right.
Wild.
That's why they are not. That's why they're not. Eunuchs are not considered men because they do not have any of the parts, and that is why
Mhm.
they are allowed within the rear court and with all of the concubines.
I didn't realize
'Cause
they weren't
honestly-
considered men. I just knew like, oh, they dick don't work, so they're allowed near the concubines, and like they aren't horny
No,
probably
no,
because
no.
their balls are gone, so there's like no little to no testosterone. I didn't realize it's all taken
Mm-mm.
away.
Yeah, they are
No.
not
Mhm.
considered men. Men are not allowed in the rear court,
At
but
all.
eunuchs are all there because they are not considered men because they are essentially, for all intents and purposes, they are Ken dolls.
and
Jesus.
honestly made me feel bad for the doctor. Like he's only there because he sacrificed it all for his sister, because his sister was gonna be sent over here, and he's like, hey, to keep the company running, I'll go keep the family there. You know, it's fine.
Wait, wait. So does that mean they're all the concubines that are like, ooh, eunuch Jinshi, come spend the night with me? Like they're just about to like scissor the whole night.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, to be fair, he still has a mouth. I just
No,
wanna
that's what
point
I'm saying.
that out.
I'm not saying
He
like
still has
Jinxie went through
hands.
with sleeping with any of them. I'm just saying like
No.
in the consort's mind.
In the consort's mind, he has a mouth and good hands.
Yeah.
Oh no, I know he didn't. Sorry. I'm having two conversations. I'm talking to y'all, and then Akali's also like trying to explain to me.
Ah,
No, I know he still has his dick and balls. I'm saying like the concubines are thinking like there's nothing there. So what? Like they just gonna like sit on his face or something? Like
yes. Yes,
I have so many
absolutely. That's a
questions now.
gorgeous face to sit on.
What a beautiful throne, I guess.
Them hands do a lot of writing.
Okay, so
they're strong.
So that makes sense why she's like, oh, there's no way he's the crown prince then, because she like fully thinks his dick and balls are gone, and like there's no
She
way
sat
a
in
prince
his
would do
lap,
that.
and I don't understand how she didn't feel anything there.
Well,
Granted, he takes medicine so it doesn't get stiffy, but still, like, it exists in that region. She sat in his lap.
but
How
they also
she
are
feel
wearing like
both?
a lot of robes, so
Yeah, there are layers upon layers of fabric. Like, it ain't just jeans, Desi. It's like
I mean, even in like
silks and cottons and
All right,
all
like-
of that.
like
Silk
I've
is
sat on
thin.
my boyfriend's lap before, and like I've not felt his dick. I've just felt his legs. I know his dick is there. I'm very well aware that it's there.
Hi,
I'm just-
Idolon.
I don't think he's watching right now. I think he's watching the Super Bowl. I'm just saying, like,
Oh my god.
you're not necessarily like if it's not hard, like it doesn't necessarily mean you're gonna feel it.
Unless there's a monster in there, but like that's a whole other conversation.
No offense to Jinxie, but he's a little too androgynous for me to think that he has a monster schlong.
Did you see the man without his clothes on? He is on a sleeper build. That man is hiding under those clothes.
Yeah, but like,
He may be a grower, not a shower.
this is true. I mean,
Could be.
yeah,
Could
that's
be.
true. He could be.
I can just hear CeeLo and Draco chuckling and cackling.
I'm not chuckling. It crashed again.
Look, it's look,
That's
Des, it's
pain
not
we hear.
like it's
I
when
fucking can't.
I know when they sit, it aims down. I understand.
I'm
just
saying it's like
the
when-
angles that she's touched this man. I'm just surprised
When-
there hasn't been an accidental. Oh,
it's men kind of have the opposite of us, where it's like we hug a guy, they feel our tits on them, right? We hug a man, we're not feeling a dick on us unless they are particularly excited, unless they have a little friend in their pocket, you know. Like,
Mhm.
I love,
that's the best analogy I got for this. Okay.
Mind
I
you,
love that
she's
this is what
explaining-
all of our podcasts devolve into.
It's always
Dang!
it's always
She's
within
explaining-
the hour mark.
She's explaining hugs
Why
to
do
a man,
why
to
do
a
we
woman, to a mother of three.
Why do we call this ooh jump? Why don't we just call this the dick cast?
Because they wouldn't let it on Twitch at that rate.
We'd be nuked off Twitch quick.
To be fair, it's what keeps everybody here. Every time I look down at a number, like we'll be talking about the anime.
Except
no
Van.
numbers.
Van always
We start-
runs.
Well, yeah, Van is wholesome.
Van
is
is our sweet say-so boy.
He
I'm
does
sorry,
not want
Van.
to hear
Oh
us
no, I'm just
discuss.
saying, like, not. It doesn't keep everybody around. So Des can't say that.
Okay, almost. It
To be
Although
fair,
most
I-
people
I
are
do think our
degenerates and
our
love
numbers jump.
listening to us go on
our
tangents
numbers
like this.
jump up a little bit. Be like, I'm sorry, you were saying what about whose face? What are we doing to the hands?
I mean,
The word "dick" has popped up in the last
Well,
5 minutes.
The
20
funniest thing is that
times.
people will walk in and be like, "What the fuck did I walk into?" But they don't leave, so they must not hate it.
look,
No, they're just
listeners.
like, I need to stay for full context. I'm not understanding how we got here.
And
Hello,
the issue is
listeners of
they'll
the
never get that full context either. Like you have to go back to watch the VOD to get the context. and
Hello,
even then,
listeners of the
Mhm.
Ooh Jump podcast. Please take a shot every time the word dick or penis appears.
Oh,
You
man,
will
we're about to
die.
kill some-
No, you'll
No,
die.
Don't do that. Don't do
It's
that. Take a
over.
shot of water.
It's a 2-hour
Shot of
episode. You're
water.
gonna die.
Des, we might give them water poisoning if they take a shot of water every time we talk about.
Lads, you might as well
Waterlogging.
just drink
They
the
might
beer.
drown.
Yeah, they
I said a
might
shot.
they
A
might
shot is
drown
not a lot.
internally.
No. A shot is not enough to drown him.
With the amount of times we say the word dick, penis, or balls?
Oh my god, I can't wait till we get to One Piece next. I'm gonna have to answer so many questions.
Everybody
already
take 3
has
more
some.
shots.
Look,
Des is already confused on some things.
No,
I love
no,
it.
I'm already throwing
all
fists. I'm
I
already
know
throwing
is
fists in the
that
air.
Buggy the Clown's stick is detachable, so that man has definitely fucked himself in the ass with it. There's no way he hasn't.
He might have licked it.
Luffy's dick is inflatable like the rest of his body.
It inflates and it stretches, and I know Oda said there is a limit, but it's like 76 Gomu Gomus. We don't know what the actual translation of that is to meters, feet, inches, but I'm assuming
you can throw that fist.
Chat,
I'm
now's a
assuming it's
great time
meters.
to search on Google Luffy inflatable and or Luffy inflation.
Right anime. This is
One
not the
Piece
right
inflation.
Anime.
Just search it.
I mean, we're prepping them for next week, aren't we?
I think
is it next week
one
the Valentine's
Gumu
episode?
Gumu is one oh god. Babby, where are you? Where is it?
I'm betting it's at least a meter.
Over a meter.
No, we
Over.
don't have an answer because every time anyone asks Oda that shit for power scaling purposes, Oda just fucks around.
My glorious King Oda understands the bullshit.
How
He is
long
like, "You
is
will
one
not-
Gomu Gomu?
You will not limit my child.
Yeah, it just says 72 Gomu Gomus. One Gomu Gomu is about 10 fairy tale Gomu Gomus. What is a fairy tale Gomu Gomu?
Exactly.
One fairy tale Gomu Gomu is about 10 funky Gomu Gomu.
Love
That's good
Oda.
shit.
That is such a troll, man.
The highest.
Honestly, though,
Nixie.
I feel honestly though, like this is a discussion I wanted to have. We have to start bleeding One Piece in slowly in the background because there's a lot to catch up to, and the anime is almost back.
Do you think that Jingshi can hit at least one Gomu Gomu with his PP?
No.
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 He's a normal human. He did not eat a devil fruit. But I do think, hear me out, hypothetically, half his thigh.
Okay, one Gumu Gumu
That is
is
a
at least 2 funky monkeys.
That is a monster, Des.
He's not that tall.
Des! Half the thigh?
You'd be hearing that shit slap while he walks.
There would be no
Yeah, that
hiding
motherfucker ain't
that.
never running anywhere.
You're like half the thigh, hard or soft?
What? Huh?
Hard or soft? Half the thigh.
Hard.
That shit is
Soft. I'm
hard.
thinking he's a grower. I think he's a grower.
Okay, but like, so like half the thigh is like a good, like if he's like 5'8", which is my height and the average height for men, right?
Uh-huh.
That's hard. Half the thigh is at least 6 inches.
Okay.
If not longer.
A quarter of the thigh. Does that more reasonable?
That's like 4 or so inches, I guess. Yeah. I'm just saying like
No, that's
6.
more than 4 inches. If it's a
So now
quarter
you
of the
saying he's
thigh-
less than average?
No, I'm just saying like, is 6 inches the average? I can't.
half off the
don't
monster
know.
size that you just said, and now he's
Where's
smaller
that
than
one
average.
TikTok
Average
of
is-
that woman talking about dick sizes with the measuring tape?
This is
I'm pretty
fine.
sure 3
This
inches
is
is
an
the
average.
Yeah, I'm
No,
pretty sure
I'm-
she said that 3 inches was the average.
Yeah.
No,
I
5
found
inches is
it.
Average.
I don't think you know how
5
big 12
inches
inches
is
is.
average, guys.
12
Do you
inches is
see that?
criminal. All
12
right.
inches
12
is
inches
an
is
abomination.
criminal.
That's more than half a thigh.
Just in scale, where is that going?
What
Not
did
in
you say
meters,
was
okay?
average,
The average
Des?
gal is gonna get
Five.
about
Fucking
that
6
much.
inches.
Maybe this.
So, fun fact.
You're high.
Average penile length
Oh my
is
god,
about
yes, this
34
TikTok.
inches.
Wait, okay, so I accidentally
The one with the
linked
measuring
I
tape,
linked
yeah.
a stitch, but a doctor comes in and says the average penile length when flaccid is 3.6 inches.
Oh, flaccid. Oh, I thought
When erect is
hard.
on the
Erect
thought-
is
okay.
5.1 inches.
See, that's what I was saying. 5. That's why I was like, wait, no.
Yeah, but you didn't specify if it was hard or soft. You just said 5.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, chat. 5 hard. And if you're just a shower, you stay at like what 4.5. I don't know how much it grows. I'm not that
I'm-
adverse with many dicks,
I
so
mean, if
I
it
don't
goes
know
from
how
3 to
that
5,
works.
it's about an extra 2.
Is that for growers or for showers?
Nah, I think showers would be automatically at 5.
Okay, see, no. That's why
Nah,
I'm like,
showers
wait.
might get a little bit.
I don't think you know how big
I found
12
the
inches
original.
is. Do you see that?
Thank you.
I feel bad for motherfuckers who are showers.
They can't hide it. They run and it just swings.
Yeah, fuck.
Just in scale.
Can never
where
wear
it's going.
anything loose.
Not in here, okay?
I am about to share a One Piece I'm about to share a TikTok, a YouTube short about the whole Gumu Gumu Funky Monkey situation, and I need you all to take a moment and watch it because it is absolutely fucking hilarious. I will share it in chat as well.
I also realize we're talking about length here. We're not talking about girth. And that has a big effect on a lot of this conversation as well. And I think we should get into that.
Nixie, the second one that you
that's just a
shared,
lot.
she started singing.
I know, it ended up being another, it's not the original, it's like so fucking far down, that's just what she had pinned.
Got you.
One thing that's hilarious about One Piece is
Oh
how
God,
Oda
let's
memes
watch the
any
short.
questions related to power scaling, and he's been doing this since the beginning of the series. In Volume 4 of the SBS, when a fan asked Oda how far Luffy could stretch his arms, he responded by saying 72 Gomu Gomu. And a
SBS.
few volumes later, when a fan
Yes.
asked to clarify how many meters is 1 Gomu Gomu, Oda just responded by saying
I mean,
1
if
Gomu
we
Gomu is
take
10
Gomu
fairy tale
Gomu, like
Gomu
the
Gomus,
fruit,
and 1 fairy tale
we just
Gomu
have
Gomu
to
is about
remember the
10 funky
measurements of
Gomu
this
Gomu.
fruit.
And
Yeah,
Luffy's
so-
arms can stretch about 7,200 funky Gomu Gomus. And when a fan
Probably
asked
is
about the
what it
limits of Bartolomeo's barriers, Oda stated the limits to the surface area of these barriers
This
is
is a lot of
50,000 Bari
spoilers,
Bari, where
visually.
1 Bari Bari is equivalent to
It's
100 Bori
fine.
Bari Baris.
You
This
don't know the
isn't bad.
as
context
much
of
as
anything.
500 pickled
Context
Bori
is not
Bori
bad.
Bari Baris.
What the
And
fuck
let's
is
not
this?
forget,
Wait, what?
Oda stated Nami's happiness punch is stronger than Luffy's conqueror's
Wait,
Haki.
trying to figure out
It
who
is
the
essentially a
green-haired
planetary
dude is
power
now.
if she has a transponder snail, since she could attack the whole world at once
Never
and
lost.
win. And she'd even put the world in debt
She's
since her
stronger than
happiness
him?
punch causes
I'm sorry,
100,000
what?
berry damage.
Her
per
showing
round.
her
One
tits.
thing that's
punch.
hilarious about One Piece is how Oda
Her showing
memes
her
any
tits
questions
is
related.
stronger
Better
than
than the
any attack Luffy could do.
Give me something.
Those were
What have you walked into?
those were
Give me
so
the
many
meal
words.
deal.
Six and
One
Gomu
Piece.
Gomu, One Piece stuff.
A meal deal. Like a
But
typical
we were
Japanese-
originally Apothecary Diaries. It's just everywhere.
I just need to reiterate about Nami's happiness punch here. If she had a transponder snail, okay, and she was transponding to the entire world of One Piece, she could bankrupt the world of One Piece with one happiness punch.
It
Her
deals
girl Nami
immediate
has some
emotional
titties
damage
on her.
and
Nixie, do you
inflects it.
understand what she just mathed out for us? I
So
understand she said that she's gonna bankrupt the world. What the hell is a happiness punch?
it's Nami showing her tits.
No, it's literally it is Nami punching. You know, whenever Nami punches
it?
Luffy,
It's with
Yeah.
the titties.
Isn't
it
it?
is with her titties.
It's with the
Yeah.
titties, yeah.
It's
Oh.
that. It's that thing that she did in the
It was
in
the
the
bath.
and the Alabasta bathhouse. Yeah.
Yeah, she said.
Oh shit.
Yeah, when they were all like perving over the wall, and she's like, happiness punch. And like, she's like, 3, 2, 1, happiness punch. And they all agreed to just keep staring at her. And like, she just turned around and dropped her towel so that everybody and the Lord could see her whole body, but it's mainly just her tits.
You know what? Fair enough. But yes, she could bankrupt the world of One Piece.
Again, y'all, just remember and reminder that Oda is the GOAT. He married a Nami cosplayer.
That he did.
My boy,
Wait, what happened? Wait.
Lord Oda, our god,
Uh-huh.
got married to a woman who was cosplaying Nami.
And she became his muse.
Oh, that's so cute.
I think the story of that situation is that there was a One Piece play being put on near Oda, and he went to that play to go watch it, and the woman playing Nami, who is now his wife, he saw her as Nami, and at that moment she became his muse, and he decided he was going to marry her. and
Is she
now
rack?
they are married.
Does she have a rack?
She got
Believe
some
so.
titties. I'm looking at pictures
Some
of her
titty-
right now. She got
I'm
some
like,
titties.
is she Nami level size titties?
No.
okay.
No.
No, Oda
no.
overshoots some tits. Let's just be real. I can
Last
I can
minute,
be
Last minute,
realistic.
yo. Y'all? Last minute, y'all?
Oh, yeah, we're at 7:01 for time.
Oh, yeah. Rah!
Look, Oda's body type standards for how he draws people in One Piece are kind of insane. But
I mean, mhm.
it is what it is. Nobody's complaining about big titties. Rah.
It's also that like Oda does not know how to draw women, and he
Yeah.
has admitted that multiple times.
Same
Before
face.
Egghead Island happened, he purposefully went and took night classes at this. He went and took night classes at this place where it teaches mangakas how to erotically draw women. And for the entirety of Egghead Island, we got nothing but like ass shots for like Robin and Nami and all of them, because Oda was so proud about how much he had improved at drawing the butt.
Is
God,
is
Oda made Robin so hot.
is Oda autistic? Like, genuine question.
I wouldn't be. I mean, Nixie, considering that originally the plan for One Piece, there's two things that I know. One, this bitch should have ended by the time of Sky Island, like that many chapter roughly, but now it's been going on for 20-ish years. And two, this whole shit started by him having a dream that he wanted to write the biggest war, like the biggest like imaginary war possible in his brain.
Oh yeah, that's 100% autism coded right there.
Oda has been writing One Piece since his teenage years.
I think it's been around since before I was born, so
I'm feeling it, and I feel like if he never married his wife and didn't promise to like take their honeymoon after he's done with writing, he probably would have kept writing till his death.
Yeah, he got
like...
very sick during the Dressrosa arc because he was still drawing with ink instead of just using the tablets and everything. So he got ink poisoning, and his wife straight up came in and got mad at him. Is like, she took away all his ink, and she's like, "We fucking gotta learn to use that tablet and you digital drawing now, motherfucker."
And there was no promise. There was no promise, Desi. It was his wife putting her foot down and being like, if we go on a honeymoon and you are not done One Piece, you will be doing nothing but thinking about One Piece on our honeymoon. I am making the unilateral decision to hold off my honeymoon until you are done.
Gotcha.
They already got 2 kids and everything as well.
I still get the feeling that he's gonna still be thinking about One Piece on their honeymoon even if he's finished it.
He's gonna be like, there's gonna be a remake. I'm gonna get it done after we come back.
Yeah, I would think after the mangaka for Dragon Ball died, he would have like fixed his work-life balance a little bit. But then again,
Oda he has adjusted his work-life balance bit by bit. It's still, though, it is to the point where he works most of the week on One Piece, and he does give 1 day out of the week to his family.
Jesus, sir. 2.
Though he has slowed down a lot compared to when he started.
Yeah.
He used to push out like 40 to 50 chapters a year, I believe, roughly between there. But now it's dropped to like 30. Because after every 3 weeks, you normally expect him to take a break.
I feel like he's a humble man. Like, you know how
he very
people
much is.
make money? They kind of like lose sense of... They realize that they're rich, so they kind of chill out. I feel like he's worked so hard for so long. It still hasn't kicked in and realized.
That's my goat! I gotta follow that example, don't I?
But like, you also have to think, One Piece is this man's magnum opus. It is his masterpiece. It is the thing that has driven his life for for as long, like since he's been a teenager. When I say he's been writing One Piece since he was a teenager, I'm not lying. He has come up with the first concepts when he was still in high school.
I
He
can
has
tell you. Go ahead.
Mhm.
No, I was. We're going back to. I was trying to go back a little bit to the whole like he's autistic. He's for sure not ADHD because ADHD would have dropped that project somewhere along the line at 24 to, or maybe even Skypea, like you said, roughly around that time frame. He's too committed. He for sure autistic.
And like
Yeah,
this is this man's magnum opus. It is his reason for living, essentially. This man, when he first got his first apprentice and he was looking for his first apprentice, he asked them all in the interviews, "Are you willing to..." Thank you, hubby. When he hired his assistant, he was quoted as saying, "You need to be willing to die for One Piece because I always have been."
That's kind of fucked up.
He tells them, if you do die, I'll take care of your families. They're gonna be well off, but I need you to have that dedication.
No, Van, but like the ADHD thing tends to be though, like you start a project and then it kind of never gets finished if it takes too long.
Like if you might have a hyperfixation and you only do that project, and sometimes, a lot of times, you can get them done. But if, let's say, you're trying to, for example, when everybody was doing that stinking making teddy bears crocheting craze, a lot of people have leftover yarn, and especially in my area on the Facebook Marketplace, there's like bags upon bags being sold right now because people are like, yeah, I tried it and it's fun, but then I realized I have IRL stuff and now can't manage it. It's just sitting there for like months.
And like I'll also note that like yes, Oda has he is spending more time with his family, but he also is limiting that time spent with his family because he had a conversation with Kishimoto, the writer of Naruto, and he was asking him about like Kishimoto was asking him about his children and his family life and all of that, and Oda had commented about how happy Kishimoto is now that like One Piece and all of that is finished and and how he can't spend an exorbitant amount of time with his family because he doesn't want to miss them so much that it pulls him away from One Piece.
Oh.
So he's limiting the love and affection of his family.
This just
so
makes
that he
me
doesn't
feel
lose the love and
sad.
affection. Right? I'm like,
He has a sad life.
He's enjoying it. What do you mean sad?
He's enjoying it, and that's the
He's got
autistic in
everything.
him.
Look, I'm glad he's enjoying it, and I'm glad that his special interest worked out to be a very profitable venture for him, and I understand that he doesn't care about the money.
The kids will hate him in 10
but
years.
yeah, like
I'm
he's
hoping not. I hope his kids don't resent him.
yeah, like if he doesn't really have like a relationship with his kids, like that's kind of like sad, like both for them and him.
I mean, if there were issues, it would have popped up by now.
How old are his
I
kids?
don't know. Oda's a very private man.
Yeah, like how old are his kids?
Like
I born
considering
in
around
2006 and 2009.
They're teenagers. They're like I don't know.
Right
like
now is the time that they're gonna be like.
They're teenagers and they have two parents, but they're basically living in a single parent household, is what it sounds like. Like that's kind of sad. Like I can't imagine my only like interaction with my dad being like once a week growing up, and it's because he's too busy with writing something and work, and like my only interaction then with him gets to be like throughout the week when it's not the one day a week that he gives us is to like read/watch One Piece. Like that would make me probably resent One Piece more than anything.
Yeah, it says he has 2 kids. He has 3, and his first one was his favorite.
Oh no,
that's fucked up.
No.
You can't have a favorite kid.
I'm just saying, like that's no.
That's what it says.
One Piece was his first kid.
Oh. Yeah, like that's really fucked up to say that your magnum opus is your favorite child over your like flesh and blood kids. One Piece predated his wife and kids though, and he can't
Miracle.
quit. And I don't mean for us. He has put his soul on paper. No, I'm not like trying to like shit on him for having the dedication and just being in love with the story that like he probably never really thought about having a wife or kids or starting a family until he finished the story. I'm not like shitting on him for that. I'm just saying it sounds very sad when you think about the fact that like his kids probably don't get to have much, if any, one-on-one time with him if he's having like only one day a week to spend with his family, and that time during that day split between his wife and each kid. Like that's just not a lot of time spent together as a family, and I can't imagine the damage that's gonna do to like his relationship with his kids.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, and I come from like a very healthy 2-parent household. You know, my parents had minimal fighting, but like, and they're still together and love each other. But like, I don't know. I think I would feel like there was a time where my dad was away for work and like was gone for like 3 months, and that I think like growing up was the hardest. I thought my parents were gonna get divorced. Not gonna lie. After that, like they were not on good terms after that. So I can't imagine like the dedication his wife must have to like understand his passion and be willing to raise the kids basically on her own for something he loves so much. Like it's great for him, but also like the poor kids in
if
that
it works
situation.
for them, it's great.
Yeah.
But
I can't imagine it working.
In normal families, if kids are gonna retaliate at some point, whether they're adults or teenagers. Normally on average.
Yeah, and to be fair, we're looking at this from very like westernized lenses where Japan has a very different societal culture, so I'm sure that plays into it. I'm just saying like, oh my god. Yeah. That's like I can't imagine my dad not talking to me during the week other than like on Sunday or something like that. Like hell, I don't live with my parents. I haven't for years, and I still call them at least once a week. Zelo, why are you on Rivals?
You gotta get the clip to prove to me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I just saw it pop
Start
up.
questioning things. That computer working.
Sorry. No, we'll watch
it keeps crashing, but it finished downloading, so I'm gonna see if I can get the picture.
And like I don't know, I can't imagine that like Oda has absolutely no communication or contact with his children throughout the week. I mean, they all live within the same household kind of thing.
New follow?
New follow? Question?
New follow.
No word. Just
maybe?
Oh, Callie
Nikki.
Heavy.
Oh,
Callie!
Callie followed. Okay.
Yeah, I can't imagine Oda has absolutely no contact with his children. They all live within the same household, and he does need to like get up and stretch his legs.
No.
And I can't imagine that he's staring at the page.
No,
We also
I just
we also have to remember, freaking fuck. There are many like 1/2 week holiday breaks that they get throughout the year. So
again, I this is just all me going off of the base information y'all are telling me, not I don't know Oda's like work schedule that well. I'm not gonna keep up with the manga anytime soon. Again, like,
and we have gotten a multitude of like breaks every now and again, and they're not just like, yes, some of them are because Oda has gone to the hospital and needs to recover, but also because, hey, Oda needs to take a break, because if he doesn't take a break, he is going to get into the hospital. So we're just going to give him a break right now. And then it's like a week or two where he gets off, he can do whatever the fuck he wants kind of thing.
Yeah.
And Oda does take a lot of trips abroad, especially now that he's overseeing the One Piece live action. And I would imagine that he takes his children with him to go see the world. Like I imagine he kind of also that as like a family affair.
I would hope so.
I'd hope so. No, I'm again like if it works for him and his family, like it very clearly works for him and his wife how they have this set up. And more so my like concern and feelings are towards his kids, just because I can't imagine being estranged from somebody that lives in my house is where my thought process is. But again, like if it works, it works. I'm glad he gets to take a lot of breaks, more so for his health necessarily than his relationship with his kids. But like two birds, one stone in that case.
Yeah.
All I needed to know, honestly, was what this podcast usually comes down to, which is about the peonies.
All right, what do you want to know? What character do you need to know about now?
Well,
Are we still
we
talking
already
about One
know
Piece,
who
or
my
have we
husband
changing?
is. No, we should say our final notes on Apothecary Diaries. We are well over 2 hours for the podcast, so. But
Are we over 2 hours?
Yeah, it's
Yes.
7:16.
Yes.
Draco crashed out at like
Oh.
57.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
He crashed out like almost exactly at 6, and I started streaming almost exactly at 6.
Mm-hmm. We started
That's
exactly at 5.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Huh?
What about my
We're talking
sleep?
Eastern Standard Time.
Oh.
Sorry.
But yeah, Apothecary Diaries.
Y'all took an extra 30 minutes just for One Piece. I told y'all. I tried to stop y'all ahead of time. Y'all didn't want to
One
listen.
Piece is love, One Piece is life. You
Thought
can't
this was
stop
a One Piece episode. No, this was an Apothecary Diaries episode. We just ended up
No.
talking about One Piece because, like everything and anything in this podcast, we start talking about penises and One Piece gets involved.
You
Usually
all-
about
yeah.
the hour
Yes,
and a
all the
half, hour
fishmen.
45-minute mark,
all the fishmen have
just go
to.
off.
Yeah, all the fishmen have too. I've known
Yeah.
that.
Luffy's can stretch. It can inflate.
Nixie, I need you to continue watching Apothecary Diaries. Hurt a
Dude.
little bit because like, come on. It's just
Next
good.
week will be the One Piece episode.
Next week
'cause-
is Valentine's, isn't it?
That's what
son of a
asking.
bitch.
I was
So the
like,
week
Yeah.
after that is One Piece. Sorry,
it?
Jacob.
Yeah,
I'm
next-
sorry to rain
Valentine's
on
on
your
Friday.
parade, but I would say Valentine's is
this
not
week should
super
have been
romantic.
technically this. I thought we were.
It
gonna
was
do
supposed
the
to be this week.
before.
We pushed it to the week after, or the weekend after,
'Cause of
just
Because
because
last week we had the delay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Nobody
had-
was ready.
It's
you
okay.
weren't feeling good, so you were asleep.
Yeah,
I
I was
wasn't
passed the
feeling
fuck out. So the 16th will be
So
our
we-
belated Valentine's episode. It'll be fun. It's close enough to Valentine's Day.
Mhm.
Lord knows
Well,
I'm
the
celebrating
23rd.
Valentine's on the 15th, so
So the 23rd is the One Piece stuff.
yeah, which gives
Yes.
Des and I plenty of time
Yeah.
to get through the next arc because honestly, trying to binge One Piece is my own personal hell.
I feel like Des is already
I'm in
through most
Skypia.
of it.
I'm in Skypea.
I'm not.
officially
I'm
up there.
still like Nico Robin just joined the crew. I gotta.
Oh no, Nixie.
It's hard to binge One Piece when half of each episode of like the important episodes are recap of the previous episodes, and so then I just get angry and I stop watching.
That's when you
You
put it on in the background. You
Mhm.
clean your office, you clean your bedroom, you do your dishes, whatever.
Just leave it. Just
and
watch it
then-
in English.
And then
Mhm.
once there's a part that is like, oh, I need to pay attention, you just stop what you're doing, you watch it for the 5-10 minutes.
Mm.
And
Ear
then
hustle
once
to
that
something
5-10
piques your
minutes is
interest.
done, you go back to what you're doing. 'Cause then you got a little bit of like recap and ending and all of that.
Yeah, I gotta do
Mhm.
that. But what are we watching for Valentine's?
Philo,
Oh, we need to pick. Hold on.
which are the romantic stuff that we managed to collect?
Yeah, I'm
Don't forget
opening
that
them.
You could bully us. You could bully us and make us watch something if you have the points.
Also, we
Mhm,
still owe chat an anime.
So we
They
do.
haven't chosen.
No, we haven't fucking given
Um,
them the option to choose.
We have, and we haven't had any. Like, we put it out on Twitter. We've said it here a couple of times, and
Did we
we've
put it
never
out on
gotten any
Twitter? I don't
recommendations.
remember it going up on Twitter.
Did it
Oh,
go on the
I believe we
Butterfree?
said something on Twitter.
No, we didn't.
Yes,
To be
we
fair,
said
We're in
it
February.
was during an episode, and we said come in. Also, we need suggestions for the chat.
Van don't got a
Chosen
Twitter.
anime.
Is the UwU Manor open now?
No, it isn't.
The only thing that's missing is the bots. Like, we just got to program the bots in and get the rules set up, and
So should
then
we
yes,
just
it's ready to
open
go.
up?
I think we could just open it up and add the bots in a second.
Shall we just
Or
click
in-
on
in a-
the
the following
invite
case?
link for today?
Yeah, I was gonna put the link into the chat for Manor, if that's okay.
Go ahead and do it. Yep.
All right.
All right.
But
I was
If you
ready
guys
to
have
copy
anime
pasta.
suggestions for us,
Anyone who
Van.
joins, I will go through after stream and manually give you what you need to access the rest of the manor.
Van, now is your chance to make me watch a Gundam anime.
He
Didn't we
already said
already do that?
2099.
It's not letting me copy the link. It's saying hidden. Use copy button. Motherfucker.
I got it.
I
I got it. I
got
got it. I 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 got it. I
Let's
got
see
it.
who's faster, me or
I got it. I got it. I got it.
About to rage out. I'm gonna crash out on
got
this
it.
link. Okay. While Zelo's picking the romance anime and
It didn't let
Oh,
me
yeah.
do it.
It's not.
Oh, I know what's
It's not
going on.
Zelo picking the romance anime. I was gonna name them off and then start talking about UwU Manor.
Okay, sorry. Name them
There
off.
we go.
Okay,
I
so
got
did it. I did it.
for Valentine's
Stop it.
Day,
It's already there.
we have Maid Sama, which is also one of my personal picks. We could have a Sign of Affection. The Dangers in My Heart was one that we brought up. That's a 2-season anime. Did I not write down the other one? There was another one, and I can't remember what it was called now. Oops.
That's
Oh,
ruined
yeah.
a lot.
Love After World Domination. Yes, thank you. That was it. That's a great one.
Love After
Yeah.
World
And I think,
Domination.
surprisingly, didn't Love After World Domination get a second
Didn't
season?
I throw in one with like the two grandparent story one?
You did.
It is a very
The
lovey-dovey.
grandma
anime.
and grandpa.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
That's a very lovey-dovey
Go
one.
back in time or start over or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna read the descriptions, like on Wikipedia, the abouts, so that we can pick with educated information. Maid
If you live in the
Sama.
U.S., who needs education?
All right.
I had to do it. It's too easy of a fucking.
Maid Sama summary. Hold on. Okay, so Maid Sama, the plot. Once an all-boys high school, Seika High, infamous for its rowdy students, has recently become a co-ed school. However, with the female population remaining a minority even after the change over the recent years, Misaki Ayuzawa works hard to make the school a better place for girls. For Sign of Affection. Yuki Itose is a typical student dealing with the pressures of college. She's struggling on the train when Itsuomi Nagi helps her out.
Also, I would like to add that Maid Sama Mizaki is comes from a poor family. It's an important part of the anime, and she works at a maid cafe. That's where the Maid Sama comes in. And then for Sign of Affection, the lead female is deaf.
For The Dangers in My Heart, Ichikawa Kyotaru, a boy barely clinging to the bottom rung of his school's social ladder, secretly believes he's the torture lead in some psychological thriller. And Love After World.
That one is a little fucked up. Like the first 2 episodes are a little weird. That dude's got some issues.
For Love After World Domination, it says, in the public eye, the leaders of the heroic Gelato 5 and the villainous organization Gecko are sworn enemies. In reality, they're pursuing a forbidden romance.
It's really good. Really cute.
It is really cute. Van and I started watching Love After World Domination. It is adorable. But I am very much intrigued by A Sign of Affection.
That's, so A Sign of Affection...
It's a newer one as well.
Yeah.
It was last year.
I've seen clips of it, and so I think I've had it on my watch list for a while, so I'd be interested in that, or Dangers of My Heart. That one just seems a little silly.
The Dangers in My Heart.
The Dangers in My Heart, sorry.
Oh, you didn't read the
It's
description
very
of the grandparent
silly.
one.
I'm just telling you right now, please understand. That first episode, pay attention, because that dude got issues.
Hello.
What?
On the last one, she didn't read the description for the grandparent one.
The grandparent one? You only gave me 4.
Oh, yeah.
That one's a short one. We might need to mix two animes into that one.
It is Grandma and Grandpa and Grandma turn young again.
Oh,
I feel like y'all would like that. Very wholesome. Very not my normal type of anime you think I'd watch.
Okay, according to Wikipedia, it says the story follows the elderly couple Shozo Saito and Ine Saito, who live in Hirosaki Aomori Prefecture. One day, while checking their apple farm, they notice a golden apple growing in one of their trees. After eating that apple, the two found themselves physically restored to their 20s. My vote, I think, is still going to go to A Sign of Affection.
Okay.
I'm torn between Sign of Affection and Love After World Domination.
All right, we'll circle back to you, Des.
I'm Switzerland.
Huh?
She has no pick. She feels she does not care about our pick, I think. Or does not have strong opinions on
Damn,
any of
told
the
us
anime
all
listed.
our picks were shit, huh, Zelo? Absolute
Yeah, for real.
disrespect.
I've
No.
made them already. I'm sorry. So I'm just like, that's the only one I would be that'd be a comfy watch for me. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I've seen parts of Maid Sama, and I can tell you I'm not a fan of Maid Sama, so that's why I'm not voting for it.
How dare? How dare?
I don't hate it.
I have the
I'm just
entire
not,
manga
I've
series.
already
I have
watched.
the special edition re-release of the actual anime.
Zelo, I'm so sorry. I think we've been over this. I don't usually lean towards a lot of romance anime or romance forward anime,
No,
and
we
a lot
have,
of it
that's fine.
is because the main characters are insufferable. How dare I know. I'm not the biggest Maid Sama fan. I think it's fine. It's a fine anime. I respect it for the culture it brought, but like I don't like tsundere.
Okay. It's fine.
Kind of hurts.
Guys, pick one.
Why are you making me pick? I just said I'm Switzerland.
Pick one.
We need
Draco,
to.
you go
Which
first.
one?
Draco, go first. Draco, go first.
Draco, literally. Okay, Draco, what would your vote be for?
I wanted to throw the one I threw up there. I wanted to vote for that one.
That's fine.
Grandma and
Vote for
Grandpa?
yours.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have one
Zelo,
vote.
what's your pick?
Sign of Affection.
Then we're gonna go with majority rules.
Okay, so then I will also throw my vote for Sign of Affection.
Let's go.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Draco. That's all I was saying. Just like I will watch anything new. I just don't want to be the one.
If
Nah,
you
so
would
you
like
put
us to
Picture of a
watch
Picture.
Love After World Domination, please, I would love to watch Love After World Domination. Let people know to come in here and recommend it. The more recommends it gets, that may be the anime that chat chooses.
So for now, we have the
Seriously,
other
I really
one.
want to watch that. I really want to watch that.
We could watch it the week after the One
What?
Piece episode. That's an option. This is an option. We might run out of Sundays because it's all right.
What do
Who
you
said
mean
we
we
can't have
might
Love
run
and
out
March?
of Sundays? Are we all gonna die
Yeah,
at
what?
some point?
No,
The
because
year just started.
the whole point of romantic anime was simply
We can watch romantic
because
anime
February.
anytime outside of February.
Yes. This is
Yeah, I
just
know.
this is the one where we're gonna have hearts in the background and we're doing the Valentine's special.
Yes.
It's just the most appropriate time of the year to have
I
romantically
might need to sit.
forward
I
anime.
honestly need to sit out on this one.
No.
No.
All right,
No,
now
you
we're
don't.
gonna
I got
have to surround Draco with the titties. God,
Leave me alone. What did I do?
Zelo, you get
You're
to
being
put your
sad.
ears by his arms. This way.
Hey,
he
look,
gets to
Van's
put-
following my lead. We're skipping Valentine's Day.
You're not allowed to, Van.
I'm
Oh
not.
my God.
Although, be warned, if you guys do any Marvel Rivals on Saturday, I got plans.
I would understand. This is Friday. Well, hubby worked Friday, so
There we go.
Saturday there might be. I don't know how we work Saturday too. You know, I'm just out of luck. You know, it's all right.
Oh, we're doing the booba puddle again. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry.
hold on. I got it. Hold on.
I can
I'm
move
on my
you,
way.
Des. You don't...
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. I got this. See, look like that. Oh, wait. That's little. I'm in front of him. I don't know why I'm
Here,
in front.
Des, let me move you. Let me move you. Go back to your normal.
God damn it.
Oh, here.
There you go.
Zelo.
I see a little silhouette of a man.
My body wanted to scream Scaramouche so bad.
Scaramouche, will you do the fandango?
Scaramouche?
Guys, we're brain rotting. Guys, we're brain rotting. So who do we get to rate out?
That's a great question.
So you think you can stop me
I
and
thought
spin
Luna was
my
live,
eyes?
but I think
Why do it look like
Honestly?
we're like a Power Ranger stack right now?
We're Gelato 5.
we
Daffy
are.
the Staffy is streaming Darkest Dungeon 2. Dr. Wolf 13 is playing Hollow Knight. That's the out of the people we follow on this channel. Those are the two that are live.
Let's go with
Say the names.
Staffy.
Xanthos is playing Monster Hunter Wilds.
Draco, I just didn't hear you say the names. What are the names?
Baffy the Saffy,
Daffy the Saffy and
Daffy
who
the
else?
Saffy.
Dr. Wolf 13.
I do
Let's
not
go
have Dr.
Eagles.
Wolf.
I have
Let's
Doc
go
is great
Eagles.
guy.
We can go Doc.
That who I vote for then.
All right,
Doc
Doc it is.
Wolf.
He's
Okay.
gonna give us a pun.
It's gonna be punny. Ba-dum-tsh. Raid
Oh.
message.
I'm working on.
I'm
the
on it.
raid.
Okay.
Wolf 13.
We don't have it set up like that yet, Nova. Oh no, you did! Exclamation point. What the heck?
Good news though, my computer hasn't eaten shit since I started playing Marvel Rivals.
Yay!
Woo! You're
We
playing.
are
concurrent.
joining back. We are joining back up with Haru. Are we or nah?
Possibly after this. I gotta check on my dog and then talk to Eidolon
I'm-
and see what the plan is.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a couple minutes because I'm gonna be eating my
Also food.
dinner.
All
I
right.
told the
Wicked.
boys I blew them off last night to get on with Dez and Nixie when they texted me.
That's their.
So I told them I'd be back on tonight.
All right.
So I'm going to go play Xbox.
Thank you guys so
Raid
much
message.
for
Mhm.
they're there. Thank you guys so much for watching Project UwU. Apothecary Diaries. Next week will be A Sign of Affection, and the week after that will be One Piece, whatever the after Alabasta is. Is that Skypiea?
Skypiea.
Yes.
Skypiea arc. Please go check out the lovely, amazing alien queen Mama Nova, the cute little wolf pirate Zelo, Draco, our sage dragon boy, Desiree, our lovely cat woman,
God, I'm so lonely.
and myself, Nixie, your seat wagoness. We'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.
At least she didn't call me a fox.